Shit, bro, I just realized my mic was on. Well, I didn't say anything, but I didn't even realize. I don't think like anything was coming through. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if my levels are okay. I'm bad at levels. I'll be real. I'll be 1,000. Quiet. Let me fuck with it. Let me fuck with it right quick. It also might be like the music being too loud. I can turn down the music more. I feel like theoretically the like volume should be pretty good. Okay, good balance. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes just for like I don't know how many people are gonna actually flood in for stuff. I mean I'm not like I'm not Morgan. I don't have like Morgan's account, so I can't like actually edit the stream title, so it's whatever Morgan last streamed. Many people will be tricked today, and there's nothing we can do about it. Many people are going to be tricked permanently. But yeah, Morgan is, I mean, okay, Morgan's not, yeah, well, I mean, we're presenting Pokemon. I think that's fine. That's fine. It's close enough. But, yeah. Yeah, basically, I don't know if there's anybody in chat who's not aware of the situation, but yeah, Morgan is going on vacation, like, tomorrow and is working tonight. So I don't really have an opportunity to, like, get the draft stream in with Morgan, so... it's gonna be me and Hazel tonight, as the main hosts of this event. We're gonna be going through all the replays. It is sad Morgan's first Draft League victory is going to be without their presence, so that's a shame. But you know, it happens. It's just how stuff works out. The spoilers? I don't know. In my brain, everybody in the world can look at the draft sheet whenever they want. Yeah, Morgan told me to just have you come on you, so that's fine. But yeah, Morgan said they were gonna give me some notes, but they forgot, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna, I think we can start heading into it about now. I don't see any reason not to. Let's get this running. I'm gonna turn off the music, so we don't need it anymore. And then I'm gonna turn off the logo. Well, yeah. I'm gonna turn on this. Welcome to spreadsheets. I'm gonna say, hi Hazel. Yeah. I'm gonna stream the thing so you can see it. And additionally, you can see it. This is the spreadsheet. Welcome to spreadsheets. Can't hear Hazel? Let me fuck with it. Oh, my desktop audio is muted. Oops.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, okay. Should be good now.
Hello? Hello? Am I here? Do I exist? Yay.
Okay. So, yeah, I had my sheets a little bit. We don't need to do that.
Are you all enjoying this Pokemon Presents?
This is an awesome Pokemon. This is one of the best ones yet, I think.
Pokemon presenting Bell.
But yeah, yeah. I guess we will present Bell. I think this is a good game to start with, because Morgan is not going to be here tonight anyways. And if Eve's going to be talking on the team, we should probably get it done earlier. And we can pull up Eve's match after that, probably. IDK. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Let's pull that fucking stupid shit up, okay?
They don't call it stupid.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't fucking mean
Pokemon is wonderful. What is this background?
Oh, I have a theme.
Oh. Cool.
Do you think it's cool, Logan?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. All right. Let me. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan's, not Bell's.
Yeah.
Bell fucking lost, bro. The Genova theme. Crazy.
So this is our first time hearing this?
Yeah. Are you able to hear it through the Discord stream?
I am.
Okay. Good. Alright. Keep going then. We had some chatting early on. Yeah, instantly Bell clicks Earthquake on an air balloon.
On air balloon, yeah. I think it was just from that first turn, her mental game just kind of.
We have the sub Alola Ninetales, and the Bell does not know what Freeze Dry does, or that it exists, and then Snow Defense boost.
Is that true? I just figured she was like, just wanted to stay in.
I'm 99% sure Bell did not know about Freeze Dry. Yeah, the Delphox picks up the kill though.
And no Aurora Veil is.
This is it.
Nice, and then
that was a
Morgan does that
like
for some reason.
I don't know. The Blissey comes in, and it's yeah, you can't. Yeah, like this. Unfortunately, this Blissey had no attacking moves. It had no second cost, so it can't like do anything against this Revivro. This is actually the big moment that ends the game. Bell does not click default.
Bell, yeah, just clicks Brave Bird. Yeah, and we were talking about this separately. Defog would have gotten the whiter triggered early.
Yeah.
And then she has no confidence in Hatterene being like a very good Pokemon and clicks Calm Mind as just a random button.
Yeah. For some reason,
You gotta
doesn't really matter.
You gotta always have confidence in your guys.
The Blissey takes 1 billion damage, and then
Like sometimes you have to, even if you're sure you're gonna die, you have to click moves as if there's gonna be like a Gen 1 miss or something.
Yeah. Ice Spear is just a really good move. And
it is crazy to me that Ice Spear is 100% accuracy.
Yeah, and just the Swampert.
It's just so good.
The Swampert is fucking guys. Yeah, so yeah, that's that match. We can pull up Morgan's feet or Morgan's pace.
Yeah, so
Bell's pace.
Moment of fucking triumph for Cloyster finally.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's bring Eve in here. Eve prepped Morgan for this. I can pull her in.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
So
So yeah, you can tell I helped prep Morgan because everything has like 1 billion HP EVs.
yeah, that's like our most common common defining trait between each other. But yeah.
But yeah, essentially the process was really like Morgan kind of thought of the ideas for the Pokemon and just like ran them by me, and I just like I gave EV spreads that I thought would be good, and also like certain kind of move suggestions and things like that.
Yeah.
Turn on stat colors. Let's get colorful.
Stat colors? Okay, let's get fucking colorful. Damn.
Yeah, let's get colorful.
That's fucking colorful.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you had the no veil Ninetales.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't. I did. Okay, yeah.
Sub-nasty
I don't think
plot.
I looked at this. I don't think I looked at this sheet. I didn't know it was just straight up no veil at all.
Yeah, it was literally just a sub nasty plot breaker. Because we kind of realized, hang on, Freeze Dry does go hard into Bell's team,
Yeah.
and like we kind of just wanted to catch Swampert slacking.
Right.
And then Freeze Dry and Moonblast are 2 good moves, and like this is just here to like break holes in the team really, so other things could win. Namely, so Cloyster would win.
Yeah, and the freeze dry did a lot against Swampert because that
4 times weak.
Yeah, that Swampert was kind of necessary as like a check for Cloyster, and yeah, it just fucking died.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't die. I was actually very shocked that it didn't die because it was not Spadef infested, but Swampert's really good. So.
Swampert is just good.
This Dirge is very much a Scalar Dirge. Hang on, I think I can.
Yeah.
I was really happy with this EV spread because it means it was like almost always living a Hatterene Psychic.
Yeah.
And like not getting to KO by Hatterene Psychic even if it was modest. And also always living a Delphox Shadow Ball if it wasn't Specs, but it was Specs, but that didn't really matter. And then like Rest in Defense, which I think also did something.
Yeah.
The Rest in Defense was also just because defense is nice on Scalar Dirge, but
yeah. This
it was a Dirge.
Fucking do anything. And so her
didn't actually come out.
Died.
Yeah. So this is a Gallade check.
Yeah.
Mostly. And also a hazard remover because we didn't like how great Tusk looked into Bell's roster.
Yeah.
And we decided, and like the other, and also we did want hazards off because like we have a lot of things that don't like hazards, and also Bell is like very much capable of playing a slow game with her roster.
Yeah.
But yeah, this didn't do anything. It could have done something.
I don't really know what the rationale was against the. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like we didn't quite. Cause I think it's just Morgan didn't quite realize it was specs.
Yeah.
It was specs, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was specs.
But I mean, I think he was just like, I want to get the defog off, but didn't happen. Oh well. The Rev room went hard. This Rev room was fucking excellent. This was actually having Rev room was actually Morgan's idea.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, air balloon's probably really good on this because like that means Swampert can't really damage it that much and has to like either live with the T spikes or like flip turn out or something or do I don't know what the Swampert was running, but you know it was just quite nice to be a one-time ground immune guy. And then Taunt was also just a good fourth move on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this ended up doing a lot of work as like a defensive
Taunt
pivot.
Is a good move.
Like pretty good. I don't know. We like talked about it, but it's like like I don't know. Rev Room is a lot better on Morgan's roster than mine because like Morgan doesn't have that many pivots, and I have a lot of pivots. And so like Rev Room doesn't really do any. Like it's like I think about bringing Rev Room, and it's like no, I could just bring Mega Caesar. Like what's going on? Like what? But you know, on Morgan's roster, it can put in work for real.
Yeah, and this was also for Toxic Spikes that I said that we said Rev Room was good, but then I realized like an hour after our conversation, I woke up in the middle of the night and realized, hang on, it's not a grounded poison type, it's air balloon. But it didn't really matter. It was probably fine either way, but then Slow King was mostly a Delphox check because we kind of realized Delphox was quite good against this roster.
Yeah.
At least against like some of it, but it was max per def, which means even Grassnot wasn't really doing much.
Yeah.
And
Grassnot is like
attacks,
pretty low base power on Slow King, I imagine.
Yeah.
80? Okay.
Which is still fine.
Not bad, yeah. That's like normal coverage power.
If it wasn't Slow King levels of special bulk, it would probably do something, but
right.
Yeah.
This is Slow King. And then I forget what it was like these 3 attacks for.
It was for Scarf Meow. Morgan told me that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I think I actually like went to bed before
Scarf
Morgan
and like Scarf Delphox,
did Slow King moves.
In, like, some
I mean, yeah, that was like they were both things we were kind of scared of.
Yeah.
And then Cloister's Cloister. This is the standard Cloister set.
Cloister. But yeah, pretty good stuff overall.
Yeah, I think I was really like, I think this was a good team for the matchup.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
And I think Morgan played that pretty well. So
yeah,
good.
Yeah, like Morgan with a little more in the builder is like really scary.
Yeah, all like every time there's an EV spread that's not like max, that was my idea. Actually, hang on, the max special defense on Slow King was actually like me realizing that we kind of needed that if we didn't want to get to it KO'd by like coverage shadow balls or grass nuts, but
yeah. Well, it would have been like modest if it was Morgan. So.
Well, yeah, that's been the trend, but
yeah. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for your time.
My favorite guy here is Mr. Riggs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta pick our favorite guys. I'll do mine. We gotta do double favorite guys.
Oh yeah.
Or we could like try to predict what Morgan's favorite guy would be.
Morgan's favorite guy is Cloister on this team. So like, it's fucking Cloister. Cloister got a 6-0, and Morgan. And
that is true. That is true. That is kind of.
It's the AVGN.
AVGN got a pussy sweep.
But my favorite is fucking my favorite's motherfucker Mike, because this is the most different that a dirge has ever been on Morgan's team, and it's still a fucking normal dirge.
That's so true.
Anyways, let me pull this up. Can I refresh this and it'll have the things? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll like bring in Bill and she'll be like mad.
Which guy do you fucking hate? No, I don't hate any of these guys on any of these teams.
I fucking hate Pokemon. Yeah. All right. So where should we begin? We want to just talk about the team or like what I did.
I'll talk about the team.
This is the first time. I will say this team features the first time that I've actually put together a set on my own.
Yeah. Well, it was a little different. It was originally banned Star after and we changed it to Scarf, but it was otherwise the same shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Really should use default.
Gallade, was meant to be like the win con. Honestly, it was kind of weird as a win con because like it didn't really have that many setup opportunities, but it was like I just figured if it got to set up, it would probably like win the game or make a massive fucking dent because it's just that good into Morgan's roster. So I figured it was worth it. Unfortunately, kind of didn't really work. I don't know. Like it's pretty much simple. Like agility Gallade is pretty self-explanatory. I think overall, like the moves are self-explanatory. Gallade is strong. It was Life Orb because there was like some number it needed to hit. I'm pretty sure, but I can't remember right now. And it was speed creeping some stuff. I can't remember.
As he points out, the Oricorio was Colberberry.
Yeah.
So Night Slash wouldn't have done as much, but I mean it's still like a neutral hit.
Yeah. Swampert was this is pretty much normal Swampert, I'll be real. This is not rocket science. It was Brick Break for the Veil. I kind of wish it had been Rocks, or not Rocks, Roar, which it almost was, and I don't really know why. I was just scared of Veil, and the Veil didn't come, so whatever.
Yeah.
It just happens. Sometimes you make the wrong call, but it's not like the Roar would have happened either way. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, this team kind of stall out Veil.
Yeah.
Or just defog if you really want to.
Yeah, but unfortunately taking the freeze dry was just really bad because it just kept like Swampert from being able to do stuff.
Yeah.
But really, like, I don't know, like that was that Cloister was gonna be a fucking menace either way. Star Raptor, this basically was just like this was like Bell's set originally, and it was basically just like meant to like pwn. It was just meant to be like a general blanket like hit stuff hard guy. Hit Dirge hard, hit Tusk hard, hit a couple other things hard. Eventually we went with Scarf just to have some speed control there. And it was originally I think Double Edge instead of Defog, but Double Edge didn't really hit anything that Brave Bird didn't, so we changed that. Other than that, this is a Star Raptor.
Yeah, Morgan doesn't really have electric types.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like Morgan just has fucking electric Oricorio. Which I mean Oricorio did come, but it was one of the weird ones. It was one of the freak ones. Yeah. We have Blissey. This was fucking light screen, toxic, Softwell's Stealth Rock Blissey. I like
ass Blissey. It mostly worked except for when it didn't.
I mean, it didn't work, but it did. But it didn't. So like, here's the thing.
It survived a lot of the things it survived the thing that I wanted to switch it into survive. It just then got taunted It got taunted, which
Yeah.
fucked everything.
Light screen. It was
Probably
light
not
screen
everything.
just to fucking wall the shit out of Dirge. Because I was scared of Dirge. We were really scared of Dirge because it was kind of good against this team, against this roster. And so like I was just like, okay, like, and there weren't that many good Dirge checks. Like there were a lot of things that kind of died to Dirge or like failed to Oko Dirge or like it was really annoying, honestly. I kept doing the numbers and they all just kind of barely fell short because Dirge is cheap. There's a reason Morgan brings that guy every time. But yeah, like it was like light screen toxic. It was not like seismic toss because it wouldn't hit Dirge. And that was like the entire idea. But it probably should have been seismic toss in retrospect, but I was just scared of not having rocks, not having like secondary rocks.
Yep.
Rocks are good, so I was scared. And you want to punish the ice types, right? But yeah. It would have been really funny if it had worked, but it just didn't. It just kind of didn't get to do that much. It just happens. Delphox was kind of objectively the MVP of this game by being the only thing that got kills. Delphox is really good. If it had been able to survive a little longer, like if like Bell hadn't been like forced to like rely on it so early, then it probably would have like made some good progress. Like, but it just unfortunately kind of died quickly. What happens?
Right.
I feel like it could have lived a like it could have lived in like the ideal situation. It probably could have lived like a icicle spear as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe not. But it was resisted. It wouldn't have lived the rock blast though, so never mind. Actually, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters at all. Thank you to V for the resub. I'm not.
We don't get the money. Can we have the money?
Morgan should pay me like $1 for this stream.
Real.
Yeah.
There can't be a stream announcement because I don't have Morgan's Twitter account and I don't have perms to send it in the channels, and I don't have perms to, yeah, like I don't. Morgan's not here, bruh. I can't do anything. I couldn't even change the stream title. This is a pirate. This is pirated airwaves. Morgan is busy.
Morgan's on vacation.
Yeah, or like working and then goes on vacation tomorrow and
right.
Get ready. And so I have to do this. This is all me, baby. This is Sienna's time.
And
woo!
And me.
And Hazel. Morgan offered first.
Yeah, Sienna stole the stream key.
Yeah.
It got leaked.
Yeah. Anyways, fucking yeah, it was Scarf Delphox or Specs Delphox, not Scarf. It almost was Scarf. Also very important, you can't. Delphox has switch and trick and switcheroo, so
It's like a tough decision to make.
It's a tough call. We eventually decided on switcheroo because
it sounds funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Delphox as my favorite guy because switcheroo is fun to say.
And then Hat. Oh yeah, Hat. Basically the idea is just Hat might just randomly win. If
I didn't. I shouldn't have clicked Combine. That was a whoops. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want the hat to be stronger, right?
Was that not just a I'm dead, so panic?
I don't actually remember.
Okay.
I feel like I
But yeah, basically that team. Do you want to like?
Because Draining Kiss probably, I imagine Draining Kiss even uninvested just one shots Cloister.
IDK. But yeah, what are your regrets, Bill? What are your regrets
ooh, I think I
Oh
don't
no, it
feel
does
like I had
actually
much
say.
way of knowing what the fuck Rev Room was gonna do.
Yeah,
Um,
that's kind of a wild card guy.
that was 100% a wild card. Did not see that coming at all. It was very scary. Can't really say that was a regret though. Maybe my regret is just the first thing I thought of when I was trying to start building this team was Tusk needs to die, and then Tusk didn't really come out.
Yeah, and it was interesting to me that
Cloister.
Eve said that like fucking Tusk was not like a big concern. Like Tusk, she didn't think Tusk matched up that well, or they like neither of them thought Tusk matched up that well. Because I thought it was kind of, I thought it was
No,
scary.
they were right. No, because we already had come up with 2 perfect counters for Tusk.
But it wasn't like dying to any of them, and it was like killing all of them in turn. I don't know, like the specifics of the calcs were kind of bad for like it was just kind of living a bunch of stuff. It did have a lot of weaknesses, but it was also just like killing almost everything in turn, so it's weird.
Yeah, I think mostly though, just like over prepping for Tusk, under prepping for especially like Cloister. Cloister was very scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it was just like a lot of the like idea with this team was just kind of hanging on Gallade being able to position itself to like kill things, and it didn't really happen. And then like the early game, like the Rev of Room mishap and the like couple other stuff, and the like no default was just all a little unfortunate, but it happens. But like good shit to Morgan though.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Bill.
Yeah. Of course.
Fucking killing me now. Die. Alright. What are we pulling up now?
You said Eve's match.
Yeah.
Versus me. That's
yeah.
me. Oh shit.
That's you.
I forgot about that. Because I just watched an Eve match that wasn't me.
Yeah, so let me pull up that and that and that. So
Get my monk music up.
Let's get that monk music.
I'm just still I said this out loud, like I said out loud the tells that this was this was going to be a Trick Room team, and then didn't think it would be Trick Room.
Yeah.
And then I was still scared of Dredagon for some reason, so I didn't do my funny against Porygon there. Probably because I was still under the impression that I didn't have Trick. Okay, so AV Toad fucking rules.
A fucking draft turn. Energy ball, Prima into Power Whip. Seismitoad.
Seismitoad is a beast. It's not as good as Swampert, but
kind of wish on that. Fucking. What a good one.
Screamtail is so good. I love this thing.
No die to the knock.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an assault vest for like specifically anti.
Also, just note
Tornagus.
the fucking stupid paras into the freeze. Stupid full paras into the freeze on Porygon.
I'm so sorry, Eve.
Not a hugely consequential freeze though. Iron Hands comes in, and it does see Belly Drum, which it does heal you first, so yeah, but
I overthought here. I should have just gone back to Seismitoad like I was thinking.
big fat heavy slam there, but unfortunately he has to leave now.
Because okay, my thought process was like, okay, if I take a fat Drain Punch, that's gonna give it a lot of health back, and I don't want that.
Really huge trick here.
Yeah.
Nice Willow though as well on the Sheer Force Dragon, and then another big trick, taking the life orb from it.
My fucking tricks.
The trickiest game.
Rachel Green, known for her tricks.
Yeah, and it's just big Healing Wish though on the
yeah, this, it's like I've got a 5-2 here, and then I'm just like,
yeah.
well, I can't do shit, and I just have to sack
Here's some Healing Wish story
3 things.
and like Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Iron Hands is strong. This is not boosted. It's just in Trick Room. It's just clicking Drain Punch.
Yeah,
And it
that's
just fucking, like goes.
that is 0 Fizzbulk Seismitoad, but still.
Porygon 2 comes in and just kind of. So what's up? My name
Yeah.
is Porygon 2, but unfortunately it takes a lot of damage because it doesn't have any heal it anymore.
Starmie, also kind of a good Pokemon.
Yeah, and then Hands dies, but like, God, Hands got a lot of kills that game. It like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It is kind of crazy just to see like how much work Hands put in to just like despite how like bad that game looked for a while, and then it was just like, oh lol. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna click buttons for a few turns. But yeah. So let's talk about yours. You're right here. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about this guy that didn't show up?
Yeah, so here's the debut of the Dastardly Winker, who does not show up, because Porygon 2 is scary and just eats hits forever. I didn't even do calcs. I was just assuming, okay, Porygon lives +1 hits from Aerodactyl all day. There's not much to say about it. It's Hone Claw's 3 attacks, max EVs. Yeah,
Yeah. It didn't do anything.
it didn't do anything, is the thing. So yeah, Assault Vest Seismitoad, again, was my anti-Tornadus and Pre-Marine attack. It was...
Yeah.
I don't think I actually calced the Energy Ball damage, but...
It was chill.
Yeah,
Cause the last game on not as much special defense, it lived a Galvantula energy ball, so I'm like, okay, this is about the same. So
Yeah.
with even more special bulk, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's
pretty much fine.
Yeah. I clicked the power whip. Unfortunately, I did try to. I did assume a choice. No, I didn't assume a choice item because she just switched moves. I was just dumb
Yeah.
and didn't expect her to click Moonblast for some reason and switched in Sarina, which was anti Zydog and Hands and Dredagon to some extent.
Yeah.
Although Gunk Shot is scary.
Arena is very good at like checking a lot of things at once.
You may notice my awesome trick of it not having a stab move.
Yeah.
Because Play Rough does super effective Play Rough does identical damage to neutral Power Whip,
Yeah.
and it pretty much only reduces matchup against Primarina and Quagsire, which Seismitoad was supposed to handle. That's right, Seismitoad was also anti-Quag
Yeah.
with the Power Whip. Yeah, it did its jobs. Yeah, Starina, Spinner, Pivot, Knockoff Spammer. It's got it all.
Yeah.
4 EVs. 68 speed was something. I think that was another like outspeed something that tries to outspeed 0 speed.
Yeah.
Rotom Heat. Which was not 0 speed. That was outspeeding Zydog to get a Will-O-Wisp off on it. Because
Zydog needs to click 1,000 arrows twice in order to kill it. In order to do the big damage to it, so... it would have...
Does it not Oko?
No, because the first hit is neutral.
Wait.
If 1,000 arrows hits something that's immune to ground, it does neutral damage and then smacks it down.
Oh.
And then after that, it does normal type chart.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it's really strange how that works, but Zydog didn't even appear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Ice Beam on Starmie was also... I mean, all of the anti-Zydog stuff, I was like, okay, there's like a small chance it doesn't appear. I tried to have all my tech that's against a specific Pokemon also be like roll compression.
Yeah.
Like Power Whip hits 2 different things, Play Rough hits multiple things.
Yeah.
Ice Beam hits multiple things, Will-O-Wisp gets multiple things, all of that. Starmie is Recover and Flip Turn because Rapid Spin is taken care of by Tsarina.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I really needed a huge water move again. Screamtail has probably the silliest thing here, which is that 32 speed, which is to outspeed Dredagon while it's paralyzed.
That's some fucking Gen 1 shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it has Dazzling Gleam instead of Play Rough because it does more against no AV hands. And I think against Zygarde in general. And then also doesn't take Rough Skin Chip against Redagon. So it was just all over better and, accurate too.
Yeah.
T-Wave did exactly what it was supposed to do. It made Tornadus just stop being a factor pretty much.
Yeah, and you got such good full barrel luck.
Yeah, that was the cherry on top. I felt kind of bad about that. Although I thought it let me keep the rocks up, but apparently Eve didn't even press defog. She clicked U-turn on that turn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eve. The freeze right after is just stupid. If that freeze had lasted longer, that would have. I was, I felt, despite feeling bad about it, which I truly did. I take those. I was not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I was going to fully take advantage of that freeze and just get as much wish health and chip damage as I could. Speak of which, that went on to Seismitoad 3 times, which is kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love Screamtail. That was such a good pick for me. Wish passing is one of my, I think, the most fun things in Pokemon.
Yep.
Just being able to spread health around the team so I don't have to put leftovers on everything. It's made AV Toad just so much of a thing, and Rotom.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Do you have a favorite guy here?
My favorite
The
guy?
stream, the Discord stream went down.
Oh shit! Really? The hell?
Yeah. The stream's still up.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Stream failed to start. What the fuck?
What? What did you do?
It's just saying stream failed to start. I'm gonna restart Discord. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully that fixes it. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. Fuck, Discord isn't even showing. What the hell is going on? Technical difficulties, everybody. Be above it here. Okay, Discord is updating. Okay. Okay.
What kinds of puzzles are you doing?
Back up. Back in this.
Oh.
Okay. Looks like it's good. So
I've gotten decent at slide puzzles thanks to RuneScape.
let's bring even.
Hello.
Awesome. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Is Sienna like? Oh, Sienna, if you're speaking,
Sienna, are you so? Yeah, no.
What? I'm speaking. Me?
Well, I guess it's just the Even Hazel show.
Okay, she's coming through on the stream, but not on.
Okay,
Discord.
that's scary. That is quite scary.
What? Hi?
I can hear you again.
There you are.
Wait, I didn't mean to turn on my webcam. Fuck. Dude, what the heck? Discord is haunted right now. I don't know what's going on.
It's
love
Morgan's
it.
anger at you
It's-
for stealing her stream key.
Rotom like got into your computer.
Bruh. Okay,
It's the curse of Rachel Green.
Here's alright, what's up with this? What's up with this shit? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Torn.
So yeah,
Let's talk
So-
about
so Torn-
no hurricane tornadoes.
this is no Hurricane Tornadoes. I just decided like Heatwave looked better just against that team, mainly because of King Gambit, who I was still kind of thinking might have been a bring, and Skarmory, and then I just like
Yeah.
I wanted all the other moves.
I think well King Gambit was scared of Iron Hands. And
Yeah, that's the thing.
Aerodactyl was just a better offensive guy here.
But Skarmory was still like real as a possibility, but
Right.
Yeah.
I absolutely would have if there weren't 6 other guys I wanted to use.
fair. Understandable. So this Torn, like, it's kind of interesting bringing Torn on Trick Room. I was thinking, oh yeah, let's have like it be like a funny Trick Room bulky regenerator guide for when I need to like switch things out.
Sienna, the chat demands music.
Music? I don't have music. I don't fucking have music. You think I have music? What the hell?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
What do you
this
think I am?
is like a full Trick Room team, by the way, which Hazel was not
Yeah.
prepared for at all. Apparently, Hazel wasn't fucking thinking about that for a second.
I don't know why. I had to.
Here's the thing. I looked at Hazel's team. I immediately said, "Yeah, I'm doing Trick Room against this." Like, I had not even a single moment's hesitation. just because of how the speed tiers worked out, and no regenerator guys, no intimidate guys, it was just good for me.
Right.
I kind of like. One thing I did do a lot of preparing for was Dusclops, actually, because that's the only thing that outslows, like, majorly that isn't King Gambit, and King Gambit was, like, hard wall by Iron Hands.
Yeah. Well,
But,
Right.
but yeah, Knockoff was partially because Knockoff's good, but also mostly to get Dusclops Eviolite off.
Hmm.
And also, like, did a bit against Starmie too, but, you know, the other moves did as well, so. Anyway.
Got rid of my
This was a
default vest.
Scarf support Jirachi, which I think is quite cool.
yeah. I like this set.
Yeah, Trick Scarf. I didn't find an opportunity to actually get the trick off, but this was a Scarf Jirachi is already pretty good with Iron Head because it's like flinch. It likes to get lucky sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could press Trick Room as well, and Trick Room Healing Wish is a good combination of two things.
And you said you EV'd it to outspeed, what's it called, Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, didn't need much because it's Scarf, but yeah, this is Scarf was also useful for like
Aerodactyl's very
Aerodactyl and also Screamtail because I mean you could have done a Screamtail to outspeed Jirachi, and like
right.
I didn't want to let you do that. I was quite scared of Screamtail just like living everything, so I had quite a few kind of laws set up for it, but they didn't end up working out, and it still ended up wishing everything back to full.
Yeah.
Here we have a no attack Porygon 2. This was Teleport, Trick Room, Recover, Magic Coat. This was the Magic. I didn't want to lose Eviolite on this, but I thought I was kind of scared of you having like a taunt guy like Skarmory gets taunt, right?
Yeah. I think Skarmory is my only taunt user. I guess besides.
Dusclops is slow, but that's
Right.
yeah. Hang on, let me double check. Actually, I mean, I think also your Dark types get taunt.
Probably.
Probably. There's probably another taunt guy that I was thinking about, but Scummery as well. And also it would be able to like have a 1-turn magic bounce if you press spikes on this, which I thought was quite fun. It didn't end up using it, and it didn't end up getting taunted. So
yeah, well, yeah, Magic Coat also. That's
oh yeah,
true.
it does, doesn't it?
Kind of funny.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ever going to bring like utility Aerodactyl.
Yeah, recover on this was also pretty big because it ended up being quite a long game, and having a bulky Trick Room setter was definitely good for my differential.
Yeah.
Here we have Iron Hands, Homer's Odyssey.
Speed vampire.
The 1-speed IV, just because I thought, like, okay, it might be like you might run minimum speed King Gambit for Trick Room, and like I wanted it to be like as safe as I could against that, and like just so I could set up on King Gambit much safer outside of Trick Room if it came to that.
Yeah.
But also King Gambit never came out, and to be honest, I don't think King Gambit would have been a good bring against me anyway. But it wasn't hurting anyone that 1-speed EV. It was just it's funny to have. And then a heavy slam on this was specifically to lure Scream Tile, which worked, by the way.
Yeah. I
and then Drain Punch, Thunder Punch are 2 good moves to have on this type of guy. Drain Punch got me a lot of health. And then Z Belly Drum, heals you and then Belly Drums.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have saved the Z on that. But, yeah. I mean, actually, to be fair, I was a bit scared of like just dying to a good Earthquake roll on that, because I wasn't quite sure how much attack investment that was.
Yeah, actually, you lived with like 8%, didn't you? I guess you resist rocks, so you would have lived, I guess. But
I didn't actually calculate at the time, but I thought maybe it's a roll. So this was a Pixie Pike Primarina. I wanted to be like bluffing specs on this it was specifically to lure the Toxic, not Toxic. You tricked me again. Your nickname skills are they're too powerful. It's to lure the Seismitoad, and it was kind of so like you'd take a lot from Moonblast and think, oh yeah, this is specs probably, and then like stay in so I can energy ball you. And you did that, but the thing is, you had Wish on your side, and I didn't quite think about that.
Yeah.
The plan was good if Screamtail didn't exist, which it did, which was quite annoying.
Screamtail exists as fuck. It's the most existing Pokemon.
Yeah. And then Flip Turn was like a nice kind of 4th move on this, and Scald is a water move, which is also good. Flip Turn is like Flip Turn's nice to have on like a breaker if there's nothing else to do. There's no other buttons to press, you might as well get out of there.
The one time I didn't bring Screamtail is also my one loss.
It's a good Pokemon.
Druddigon.
See here, Druddigon, I should have had more confidence in Druddigon. I wasn't thinking in terms of, hang on, Sheer Force Life Orb Gunk Shot is fucking 156 base power.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite clock that, and I didn't quite clock that it would literally Oko Screamtail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a strong Trick Room attacker. Like really surprisingly strong.
An amazing ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, beforehand, I was scared of the gunk. I was aware of the gunk shot from Druddigon. I was scared of it, but I was thinking it was going to be utility Druddigon, like bulky utility.
Yeah. But I mean,
Glare Rocks, Gunk Shot.
Yeah, but by the time it actually came in, it was kind of too little too late, because like, it couldn't really get what it needed to do done against Rotom.
Yeah.
We got Stealth Hook off, which was probably quite good. I think definitely like I definitely played way too kind of permissive around the Scream Tower. I should have just like gone hard offense against that thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I was thinking like, oh yeah, I'll get torn in and like press like U-turn to something, see what happens there. But that was like
that's where Ellie went
letting you
wrong.
get away with too much. I was not expecting T-Wave on it. I was actually expecting like Trick Room as your fourth move or Protect, Switch Protect, you know. But
having Trick Room as my fourth move would have been hilarious. Just
well, yeah, but it's a real Trick Room. Yeah, that's a real thing I was worried about. And then also Protect would have been good to stall it out. I was not expecting T-Wave, and also I was not expecting to get full power 3 times into Ice Punch Freeze. And that really let you get off like so many fat wishes. And it was quite upsetting. That was kind of all my progress there erased. Which was a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm happy with how close I brought that anyway. Because the thing is, Iron Hands is quite good.
Very good mon. Yeah. I think that's the last
one.
How hard rubbed.
That's mine too.
Because it's his nickname.
Yeah.
I did make a edit for it, which is I did make Flanders' head on Tornadus' body.
I hate Discord. It keeps doing weird shit.
It's casting spells on you.
Anyways, yeah, is that like pretty much it for you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. Good shit. I'm gonna go. Wait, I gotta go potty. I'm gonna. Can somebody be funny?
Yeah, we can notice all look at. You should have put. You should have put Flanders thing on the screen. Yo, why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know either. That's the scary part. I don't. Oh shit. Eve, are you where you're still on stage? Just making sure. I don't think she is.
Yeah, I can't control the stream or anything, so I can't put on anything interesting. Can just check in with the chat again.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, you're back.
Was anybody funny?
No.
Shit.
Not in the slightest.
I'm killing you for this. He's dead now. Rest in peace. What are we pulling up now? Let me like think about it. Let me stroke my chin and think about it. Who do you have in here? We have
What were the matchups?
let's pull up Mike Tristana, I think.
Okay.
I didn't catch most of this live, so this is kind of an interesting bout.
You did watch the replay?
No, I didn't watch most of the replay.
Oh, okay.
I watched part of it live, but I was soldering stuff at the time, so I couldn't really look at my phone that much.
The solder.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I saw was really funny. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's kind of amazing that you only caught part of this game, because it... Well, we'll see right now.
Yeah. So here's Mega Heracross. This guy is kind of a main character of this game.
This is absolutely Mega Heracross. Trailblaze is just a good move. Kind of.
Kind of a fucking nuts rock blast. I assume that was like a range, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, based on all the rolls you see, and then the no flinch on the Iron Head.
Yeah, and then bonk, bonk,
and then
bonk, bonk, bonk.
And then finally,
the Jolteon was actually faster the whole time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then but that was
surprise Shadow Ball, but just
Unknown Eye and a Mech. God, that's an awesome name. Fuck, I didn't notice that.
Wait, which one?
Unknown Eye and a Mech.
Yeah.
I love that name. Yeah. And then
it's the kind of super important Spike Off.
Fat Razor Shell. With a crit. I assume the crit didn't matter, but maybe it did.
I never calced that.
No Ceaseless Edge. Yeah, like... What a 10 turns. What a fucking 10 turns. Jesus.
Yeah. It's like important to note that we've actually gone in the order of what games happened on that day. Like we had our Eve and I had our 40-turn Trick Room Palooza match. And then it just went immediately into Mike Tristana, which just ended in 10 turns.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's pull Mike in here. Let's talk about this.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So yeah.
Let's talk about the man of the hour. Oh wait, what were your favorite mons from? What was your favorite mon on Eve's team? I forgot about that. Let's
oh yeah, you didn't give a favorite mon on my team either, because
my
Discord
favorite
broke
mon on
right
your
then.
team was Rotom because it was funny, and my favorite mon on Eve's team was oh, not that. That's spoilers. Favorite mon on Eve's team was it was hands because he just clicked buttons. He did too much damage.
Yeah. Oh no, I did give favorite. I said Flanders.
Yeah. Well, I might have been P. Anyways, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the man of the hour. Let's talk about Jack.
Let's talk about.
Yeah, I'm very happy I switched out Mega Forest for him.
Yeah, immediately doing more work than Mega Forest ever did.
Yeah. But the Hazel was the one who gave me the idea for the Trailblaze. And he definitely got lucky during this game, considering I think the Rock Blast damage that I needed was like right in the middle of the range. And the no flinch on the Iron Head.
Yeah.
But I just
hitting both Rock Blasts too.
Yeah. Really nice coverage as well with the moves.
Yeah. Ended up working really
Rock
well
Blast.
with that roster.
Yeah, I think I told Hazel this, but I think I honestly got a bit lucky that she decided to run a sand team with that setup, because like you can see from the name of the team, I was very worried about Charizard.
Yeah.
Charizard and I think it was Aqua, Paldean, Tauros were my two biggest concerns.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jack Black with Rock Blast Earthquake over a fighting move because I think we realized every Pokemon that I could hit super effective with a fighting move, I could just use Earthquake, and that gave me
that was
coverage.
There was some specific reason, because I mean, yeah, Pin Missile hits Tyranitar. Where's Tristana's sheet? Oh yeah, it was for Charizard. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marowak, I guess.
I honestly wasn't considering Marowak coming, but let's see. And then I don't think I actually used him, but Pink Floyd the Gastrodon, I gave it Sand Force on the off chance.
That was all this guy's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, the only water move I can see coming my way is from Toxapex, which like
or Tauros.
Or Tauros, yeah. But I ran basic Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Recover. I put on Clear Smog, just in the event that like Enamorous Therian started stacking Calm Minds, I could throw out Pink Floyd and just Clear Smog it.
Yeah.
And there's not like too much Enamorous Therian could do back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Quarked Up White Boy. It's the usual. Make it very strong and give it a good amount of coverage.
Yeah, because Tristana's team is kind of slow besides Jolteon.
Yeah.
Which is probably in retrospect why Jolteon. I was like thinking like, oh, Jolteon doesn't have like a great matchup, but it's probably just because she needed something fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Iron Moth outspeeds everything else.
Yeah, he
just naturally.
He's a speedy boy. Let's see. Samurott is kind of what I usually build it as. I am still waiting to be able to click Air Slash against something. I put that there for a fighting or Tangrowth switch in. I made sure to give it the proper EVs so it could like Oko, and nothing came.
I didn't even see that you put special attack investment on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Delmise, Anchor Shot was for Enamorous. Rapid Spin, Earthquake. Hazel had the idea to run Rocky Helmet and Synthesis on it, which I thought was a pretty good idea. Let's see. And the only other thing to note is that for Enamorous, I've got the expected, Moonblast, Earth Power, Calm Mind, but I put Taunt on there. Specifically for Tangrowth or Toxapex. Just to stop Tangrowth putting something to sleep with I think it's Sleep Powder or Spore. And to stop Toxapex from setting up hazards or using Toxic.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the basic setup.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I would ask you for like thoughts on like the. I mean, like, I don't know. It just kind of happened. Like, I don't. It just.
Well,
the game kind of happened.
There were some weird. I'm still questioning not just when Jolteon came out, not just switching to Gastrodon.
Oh, so funny story about that. I think I told you, Hazel, but I was like in the midst of the battle and I just panicked and tried to use the Pokemon Showdown calculator to see if Jolteon had Energy Ball.
Oh yeah!
It shows all moves.
He went to the list of every move and saw Energy Ball and was like, "Oh, well, Jolteon learns Energy Ball."
For some reason, I had it in my mind that Jolteon knew some grass move and would bring it. And so I was like, oh.
If Jolteon knew Energy Ball, it would be like 2 tiers up from what it is right now, because it would have something super effective against ground.
Yeah, so that was the reasoning for switching to Delmise.
Well, it has Railblaze to be fair.
No fucking way.
That's the one thing Jolteon was missing. Speed.
I can't believe any Pokemon ever have Trailblaze. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, that about covers it. Mike.
Yep.
All right. Good shit.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to make one last comment with the 156 attack. The Razor Shell crit did matter.
Oh damn.
Oh. Oh damn.
Oh, I wanted to make the other comment. I think the Heracross EVs are funny. It doesn't really matter. It's just that they got goofed up.
I forget why I set it up like that. I think.
You said 150 speed was to outspeed Charizard at +1.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
150 speed doesn't do anything.
Is I just trusted Mike that was right, but is that not
148
right?
Speed would be the
Oh!
yeah.
Oh!
It's 106,
Oh!
148.
150
Like
150 is not divisible by 4. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 106. Yeah.
How did you even do that?
You have to type it manually. Yeah.
Mike, how did you do that?
I'm not good with EVs.
No, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
If you just
it's not divisible by 4.
If you slide the slider on Showdown, it won't let you do that. You have to type it in manually.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Really funny.
That's usually how I do it.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeet.
That's goofy.
Bloody
See ya.
bullets. Yeah, okay. Let's pull Tristana in here. Let's talk about this squad.
I think he said like the words 150 speed to me at one point, and I just didn't even think about it.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't really have much to say about that game.
It went goofy. It kind of ended up goofy a little.
It was goofy. It was a mix of bad luck and me being dumb.
Well, speaking of goofy, you've got Landorus here.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
Power
that?
Flylander is, which is kind of pimp.
So I was doing I was mainly focusing on trying to do some mind games with leading with Tyranitar, because I knew if I led Tyranitar I would probably see a Heracross. So I would switch into Landorus and have a Power Herb fly to kill it outright.
Oh.
If it didn't have Trailblaze.
Yeah.
Guess what I had?
Yeah. So the thing is about Trailblazers, that's a new move to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know Heracross got it, and I didn't know it. I didn't know what it did otherwise.
It's a fucking goofy move that like everything learns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you like pull up the like Smogon Dex Trailblaze page, there's just like everything there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it's
funny.
a bit nuts. Other than that, my main plan was just to kind of counter Enamorus with Excadrill with Iron Head. Deal with Samurott in some way. I think that's why I brought the Jolteon for the main part. And yeah, other than that, I think everything else. Oh, and the Sigilif was a backup for Heracross, but Trailblaze. So
I didn't notice
yeah.
until now that Jolteon was safety goggles.
Yeah, I don't know what the kind like etiquette's not the right word for it, but like the standards for using non-sand immune Pokemon on a sand team.
Yeah, sand teams you don't generally like, this is, you know, it's easy to think like, oh, I need to have like all these sand immune Pokemon. You can have things that take sand chip. Like if you look at Frigg's past teams, they're like pretty dedicated sand, but they still have like the Toxic X-10 growth core,
Yeah.
and they're just there.
Yeah. it's
Because
just
they can.
kinda-
I mean, they can, those specifically can regenerate off the sand damage, but
Sure. Oh,
I do like the Sigilift view though. Even though it kind of ate shit, but
Yeah.
it's Sigilift is a fun Pokemon. I think I'm a bit Rand's brained. I think it's a bit more powerful than it is, but it's still pretty powerful.
I do like using it. I just haven't used it much. A lot of my roster at the moment is me learning to use new Pokemon. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, draft is a wonderful environment to learn that shit.
yeah, it's awesome. Trying to think if I've got anything else. I think I like mainly is just I had the Jolteon for Samurott because that thing's terrifying. Tyranitar's bulky, so I can just bring it in constantly for the sand stream.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Thanks
Well,
for having me.
Oh yeah. Sure. Thanks for your time.
No props.
Pull up. Next.
Yeah, Garganacle's good in sand, but this is not OU. This is draft.
Yeah.
And no one drafted Garganacle, I think. Yeah. Because we've got a bunch of goofsters here.
Garg is like also just like a very I don't know. It's a weird draft one.
Right.
The ability to bring Covert Cloak if your opponent has Garganacle is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's pull up yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just saw the question. Landorus Incarnate. Yeah. Yeah, we've got Landorus Eye as a tier 3 here. With Sheer Force on it being banned. Tier 3 is still probably a bit low, but
Yeah. Probably should have been tier 2, but it's whatever. Let's pull up
It's
Beaver's
whatever.
WAFFLOES. Now, I think, in my opinion.
yeah.
Let's pull up that Pocket Card Jockey OST here. Fuck. Ah! So yeah. Alright. Switch settings. Let's keep it going. So Ellie with Primeape here. This is my first game bringing Primeape. I just immediately bulk up on the court, but I don't know where. I get rocked up.
You've got your trouble in Paris then. You get rocks up and then you delete it before
Yeah.
it can do anything. That's a fat future sight.
And then I fucking grin at this fucking Breloom. I'm like so happy at this Breloom because I get the SD on it, and then I get to take nothing from Mach Punch, and then I get to click Scale Shot. Bonk, bonk.
Oh my god. It does so much damage.
And then check this damage out. Speaking of doing a lot of damage.
Oh my god. The sad Iron Defense. Goodness gracious indeed.
Yeah, CC on it, because Scale Shot wasn't gonna kill there actually. And then
The funny crit. Yeah, I was gonna say that Iron Defense is Or maybe I did say out loud. I don't know. And just your defense is just completely shot to hell.
Yeah. And then the poison jack.
Yeah, the leech seed tech
finally killed, but whatever. I just defog on this because I don't want to deal with the poison, but Kamal has now made
eat that shadow ball like a champion.
I double the Caesar here, but he does get Willowed, which sucks.
Yeah.
If you get the user now,
Song does slap.
click the axle, hit that axle. I think that
This-
helmet shit, but it's still.
Pocket card jockey is Goichino said you said, right?
Yeah.
He's good at his job.
Yeah. I do knock the bow. I take this fucking push, and then this is like my biggest. This is a really unfortunate EQ. Because I was Scarf. And like, or unfortunate burn, because I was Scarf and I could have killed it, but unfortunately.
Wait.
Yeah. But thankfully Primeape is able to clutch it. The Rage Fists. Just barely killed that, man.
Barely living the two flamethrowers.
And then I have to, boost on this, and then, SD, and then I did have to boost again, and I had to, I did have to get to, I did have to, like, I did have to SD twice in order to make the U-turn kill here.
No.
So I just, and I'm just in an abundance of caution, I roost again, and I
Right.
I U-turn on it. But yeah. It kind of came close. I really didn't. I, like, for some reason thought that the, like, I actually, like, choked kind of partway through that game and just thought that Chandelier was Specs and not Scarf, and I don't really know why, but I mean, it didn't change that much. Like, the burn was really bad on the window. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I clutched it up. We'll talk about my team real quick. How the fuck did this turn into a 1-0? Yeah. Every game Sienna has had, a different Pokemon has been the best Pokemon in the whole game.
Hey, this isn't your game.
I'm like trying to still figure it out, but I think that I might have drafted a lot of good Pokemon. But I'm not sure yet.
You could have.
So, yeah. Here's Como. This is the man of the hour. This is the first guy I put on the team. You can see by the fact that he's the first guy on the team. I was basically just like, yeah, SD Scale Shot, like, wins this game really hard. I was like, man, I hope that it's some stupid Breloom set so that I can set up with Overcoat really easily. Like, I can, like, switch into, like, a Spore or something and just, like, set up with SD Scale Shot and, like, win. And, well...
Well, that happened.
Yeah. Well, that happened. But yeah.
Well, that happened.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, fucking good. I, like, could have kind of played a couple things, like, maybe maybe I could have predicted the, like...
Chandler switch.
I could have maybe predicted the Chandler switch, but it really didn't matter that much. Like, I had already made such a mess of that team by the time that Como died.
Right.
Lando was, this is Scarf Lando. Pretty normal. It's not that complicated. It was speed creeping, something. Yeah, the, like, EQ definitely would have, smacked the fucking... Rotom Watcher's been brought 6 times, got 0 kills. Shit, Pokemon. For real.
So true. God, you should just stop bringing this thing. It's
Yeah,
not
we need to. Yeah,
contributing
dude, why
anything.
did I draft it? Why is this thing tier 1, bro? This thing should have been like tier 4. What the hell?
Honestly. Fucking double danced Rotom Watch.
Oh yeah, I guess we can talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that when WAFFLOES like comes in. I guess it's funny that way. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Como was really good. Yeah, Landorus, really good. If I hadn't gotten burned on the Chandelier, my differential would have been better. But whatever, I still won. Mega Caesar is extremely normal. This is a very normal Mega Caesar. It was.
I guess you still could have Earthquaked to guarantee the bulk up one shot, or not bulk up. Hello, Rage Fist.
Probably, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was just scared as fuck about everything in the world. So keep that in mind.
I will.
What I still thought it was like specs at that time for some reason. That's part of it. Is that I still thought it was specs at that time, so I was like, well, I'm gonna be faster with like XYZ, whatever the fuck I was trying to be faster with.
Didn't you have Primeape and Scizor left? I don't
even know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so good at this game.
Yep. You won.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Lando. It's Scarf Lando. This is an extremely normal Mega Caesar. It's 40 Spadef for something. I don't remember what. It was 216 speed for something. I don't remember what. It was probably for... it was probably for a Pokemon that's in the game. And I don't remember which one, so don't ever. I think it was Mega Tyranitar, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's at first glance that's looking most likely. Maybe Breloom.
Yeah, one of the two. This is Choice Band Weavile.
Hello, Weavile.
Yeah. It got its 1 kill. It's fine. It didn't do that much this game because it kind of just ate shit, but whatever. I think Weavile's a good Pokemon. So, yeah. I think like a lot of its like targets like are things that didn't come. Like Garchomp didn't come, and I was really scared of Garchomp. So it didn't get to do as much as it maybe could have otherwise, but it didn't really matter that much either way. Primeape. This was Primeape's debut. And he was meant to be another Garchomp check. I was really scared of Garchomp. And basically the idea was this like bulk on Primeape would live a skill shot, like a +2 skill shot, and like Rage Fist would do a lot of damage. Discord's evil. Okay.
Discord is evil.
Yeah. Okay. What's yeah.
Yeah, 216 was definitely for Adamant Breloom.
Yeah. But yeah.
Sorry, Jolly Breloom.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like Primeape didn't end up doing that. Like that guy didn't like the Garchomp didn't come, but like I mean, he did work. He got rocks up early on, and then he killed Chandler. Oh, that's fine. And then finally Rotom. This is a fucking normal Rotom. I don't really know what else to tell you. This is a normal Rotom. I will bring like at least one Pokemon that is completely conventional like per game. And sometimes I'll bring like 3. I have a lot of good Pokemon that like there isn't much reason to not run them good. Not just like make good ones instead of bad ones.
Right.
But yeah. I don't know. That's my team. My favorite guy that was on my team was on my personal team. My team personally. I mean, it's Como. I've been waiting for Como to like tear shit up for a while.
Yeah.
And like I was telling people like, bro, you need to be scared of Como. This guy's cheap as fuck. He's gonna hit you with like the one fucking win condition that you're not expecting, and you're gonna lose. And everybody was like, well, it's fine. He's like the worst pseudo. Come on. And no.
I mean, yeah. Gudra is also a pseudo.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite was I think would have been Rick and Morty here.
Yeah.
For living 2 Chandler flamethrowers.
Yeah, kind of a bust. Really. Shouts out to Rage Fist as well.
Shouts out to Rage Fist.
We have Rage Fist.
Shouts out to Fighting Ghost coverage.
Yeah. Rage Fist is a complex band. Like we have it's like Rage Fist.
Yeah, Annihilate is not allowed to use Rage Fist, but Primate is.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that's my team. Let's bring WAFFLOES in here. Let's bring Dat Waffle in here. Dat Waffle individual.
Okay, sorry, I was playing my singing monsters. Okay.
Hello. Let's talk about Double Dance Rotom.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So this was probably the match I prepared for the most so far in the draft league, and that kind of led to me overthinking a lot.
Yeah.
And that led to me thinking about Sienna running the Waterium Z Rain Dance Nasty Plot Rotom with Hydro Pump Thunder.
Yeah.
And normally when I think of like crazy shit, I'll never send it to my opponents, or just in case like they actually do bring it or something. But this was like so ridiculous. No one would ever fucking realistically bring it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Morgan?
Even I immediately like looked at it when WAFFLOES sent it to me and said, "This is shit. Why would I ever bring this?"
Yeah, exactly.
This gets walled by like half your team. What are you doing?
Yeah. But yeah, I felt so smart for making this Braylum set. This was supposed to be like the Rotom check.
Yeah.
So like if it would be able to absorb status for all my guys, like I couldn't get burned or toxic if it randomly packed that. If it got tricked, it'd be good against that. I was like, oh, this is if I just do like Subseed, like what beats this? And then I forgot Como got Scale Shot, so that's what could beat that. I learned very quickly that could beat that. So that was a bit sad. I did kind of fumble after that. I think I was just so befuddled by my master plan, just kind of being shattered in front of my eyes. I had like clicked Iron Defense in front of the fucking +2 Como.
Yeah.
The Iron Defense was for Mega Scizor. It was kind of meant to stall it, and unfortunately, I did not initially have Iron Defense. I initially had fucking Feather Dance for the Scizor. And I think in that, maybe Feather Dance would have been better than Iron Defense for the Como, but like it doesn't learn it, which is unfortunate.
Oh wait, it doesn't get Feather Dance?
It does
Is
not
it?
get feather dance. I
Okay.
assumed it did because it's a bird,
It's
but
a
I guess
bird.
not.
It's kind of. It's. Feathers seem kind of hard to dance with.
I guess, yeah. I was probably thinking of Oricorio because I know Oricorio gets that.
They're basically the same Pokemon.
Basically, yeah. With birds. Rotom. I'm very glad I drafted Rotom. I cannot believe this thing is the same tier as Galvantula. I tried to make Galvantula work a lot of games. I think it felt a bit too specific in the role I was trying to do. I needed something a bit more, with more utility, and another defogger too, because I only had Corv and no spinners. This is a standard set.
Right.
I don't remember what the EVs are for. They're a bit crazy, but
I assume they were flames. Whatever they were for is flames.
yeah, whatever it was for, yeah. And then the Gyarados. All right.
Yeah, I think this Gyarados looks pimp, but I need to hear the rationale behind it.
I think I really should have run Bounce over Dragon Dance. I think. Okay, so let's just go over the EVs. After the Z Happy Hour, it lives a Volt Switch from Rotom. I forget, I think max special attack it lives still, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And the power up was for that too. I think this is okay. Yeah. Also, the Z Crystal. The reason I just had the Z Crystal and not just straight up Dragon Dance was because this was supposed to be my Crawdon counter.
Oh, yeah.
It resisted water stabs. Knockoff wouldn't do shit.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of that.
Damn.
Covers the superpower too. I guess unless it ran Crunch, this thing basically walled, especially with Intimidate too. But Crawdon did not come, unfortunately. But
I didn't even notice that Sienna didn't bring her signature.
Yeah, I mean, Crawdon can't come every game, unfortunately. Like,
Mhm.
he's such a pimp, but he can't,
That's sad.
he's not, well, there's just some matchups where he's kind of...
He was too busy at the bathhouse.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Levi was definitely a better pick over Crawdon because of the Garchomp, so I can see why you picked that.
I was I don't know. I was just thinking Crawdon's coverage against this team is just not that good. I mean, it's still Crawdon. It still hits almost everything neutral. It's just there's so many ways it can go wrong. I was scared of Breloom, and I was scared of Gyarados, and I was scared of Rotom, and all three of those things came. So
yeah, that was a good call. Chandelure was pretty last minute in the team building process. You can tell because I forgot the 4 extra EVs, as you can tell. I did have Timid max speed with Scarf because I thought that'd be funny. That's really the only reason why, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Chandelure. It has big ass buttons, infiltrators in case there's a substitute user, which I had, which did get fucked over, but that's fine. And then
that's the really nice thing about Draft Chandelier is you can know if there are actually fire moves that you want to flash fire, and if not, you can bring Infiltrator, which is just just good.
Or flame body. That's
flame body defensive. I mean, you did that.
I did do that. That worked out pretty well for me. Chandelure currently has the most kills out of any Pokemon in my draft, so I drafted that as a tier 3 when it's actually a tier 4, so I got pretty good value out of that, I think. But yeah, Slowking, I think I ran this exact set in against my match against Morgan. Future Sight, Fire Blast, Toxic Spikes, and Chill Your Reception, which is really funny. Fire Blast was for the Scizor, obviously. Future Sight for just Slowking shenanigans. That's just what Slowking does.
Being Future Sight, yeah.
And the Toxic Spikes is originally so I could stall to kind of help Breloom stall. It did not work out because of the defog wash. But yeah, I think I could have. There's definitely ways I could have played this better, but I truthfully just did not know. Como was that guy. I already knew he was that guy, but I did not know about the skill shot sword stance. I was expecting like fucking the clang move or whatever the heck, or like Z belly drum or some shit.
I mean,
It gets like a million set of moves as far as I know. I should have
Yeah.
actually checked his moveset.
clanging scales, I must point out, would have also pwned substitute.
Oh right, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better. I would have gotten known anyway.
Yeah.
A bit unfortunate. Two losses in a row, but you know what? I'm still having fun. I brought fucking double dance, Z Gyarados.
Yeah.
Brought the Subsea Breloom. You know what? I'm still in this. I'm having fun. It was a good match.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like they were both really hard matchups. Like, I
Mhm.
don't like both. I mean, you've had like really like 3 really strong players in a row. Like,
This has been tough. Yeah,
like you
back to
had,
back.
like, you know, it happens, but you know, yeah, good shit as always. I love seeing you cook, whether or not it works out. I love seeing your ideas.
Usually
that's
does
some
not work
crazy
out
shit.
with again Rotom Wash, but you know, it's fun.
Alright.
One last thing.
Yep.
I wanted to point this out for a bit. Can we go to the draft sheet real quick?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look at like my avatar,
Yeah.
my avatar is like the only one that's kind of like stretched out. I don't know if you noticed that. Is that just me?
Dude.
No, don't fix it. Don't fix it. I want
no.
every time you come to it, I want you to stretch it out even more.
Okay.
But like a pixel. Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, me too. I was ready to believe it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I've said my piece. I've said my
appreciate
piece.
Yeah.
Let's pull up now. Let's pull up.
Yeah, I'm noticing that there are multiple people that have the 3 of us back to back. Like Frigg also
Yeah.
had.
And then each other. We all have each other back to back to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just kind of a consequence of how I did the matchups, but it's like it does mean that there's just kind of an evil gauntlet of a lot of the strongest players, like in a row. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking. We're gonna have to see how me versus Hazel goes. We're gonna see who the ultimate winner is of the gauntlet.
of the secret chat crew.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think let's pull up Faye. Faye versus Ellie here. Yeah. This one is a
The confidence from Eve.
nail biter. This is one of the most exciting matches this week, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So the reflect goes up here. From Snarl. Sorry, eats a parting shot. And
Just decides to roll with it.
Still, the flamethrower is still kind of fat. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, it's like.
I mean, yeah, Yuxi is a very bulky Pokemon.
And I love the 1% U-turn. If Wheezing comes in, it takes a lot from a crit T-Bolt, but it is able to get the log off.
That's definitely good.
The funny intimidate like neutralizing gas interaction is that the intimidate activates as soon as the fucking
Yeah.
leaves. Yeah. Raiko comes in here and Raiko keeps being a fucking nuisance in this game. Here's a sad moment, which is Ellie doesn't know about.
I was like wondering whether she knew about Unaware existing.
Yeah. Deep Storm miss into the soft world, and then she just doesn't know about Unaware. She's still unexperienced. Gets the knock at least, and we learn its utility umbrella class. I say what
So
a gamer
good.
in all caps.
And finally, both players just kind of switch out.
The Bull Switch does honestly a lot of damage. Storm gets
Yeah.
the screen up, and then and it's a pretty fat sled wave. But a nice call out on the fence.
Mm-hmm. But doesn't really matter. It's the 1% total.
It does nasty plot, but like, not doing it common.
Gleam is unfortunately just not a very good move.
Yeah. Lucky Volpera.
Yeah.
Kill. But now Luna comes in. And Cell takes not that much from the sod, but unfortunately Fire Punch comes out.
Yeah, Fire Punch, which is definitely specifically for that.
Yeah. Solar Beam, but the Dragon Pulse, Zard Y.
And then it's a bulky Wish Elements.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Really outdamage the.
Having
heal the,
2 Wish plus Railer Recovery Pokemon is crazy.
just kind of stays.
Um,
Fucking Scorching Sands it. Surf comes in, but, Blair's
Good
the,
glare.
Blair's the fucking.
But takes a crit flamethrower, which is very unfortunate.
Jesus Christ, our Y is so fucking strong.
Yeah, that's gotta be one of the bigger crits of the draft league.
Yeah, the fucking Weezing just kind of has to eat shit. He just switches into the Scorching Sands. You have fucking Zard behind dual screens. Clicks splint forward. Volt Switch, it does live the Volt Switch. And we have a nice Solar Beam call out on Luna.
That was dope, but yeah.
But whatever. It's fast. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like a nice gleam there, and then, unfortunately, and then,
Yeah, there were too many turns.
yeah, and then
wasted.
the Storm was like a roll, and it did not kill.
That was
Um,
nonsense.
yeah. So yeah, extremely tight game. Oh, like, and
Yeah.
it's a very, like, it's a long game, but it's got a lot of offense, and it's not like a stally game, really.
Yeah.
Which is fun. You like games like that.
Well, yeah, there was the Superior Clefable interlude. Took up a lot of the turns.
Yeah. But, you know, other than that, it's pretty fucking nuts. Yeah, like, absurdly close game.
Yeah.
But really, really fun. Let's pull Faye in here. Let's talk about this team. I invited Faye in, but I don't.
Faye's also got a hand up.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
okay, I can't accept it because I sent the invite. What the fuck? It's just so annoying.
There we go. Try
Speak again?
now.
Huh? Huh? Invite to speak? Invite to speak? Invite to speak? Okay.
Oh god,
here,
mobile.
okay, I'm not gonna request it. Faye, you request right now. And hope it works this time. Okay. It will not let. Why is Discord so cursed tonight? What the hell?
Mate.
It's
saying it's stuck behind the stream, so maybe just like temporarily unstream.
Okay. Yeah, dude, let me on-stream.
And then there we
Okay.
go. Now you can put it back up.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. There we.
Let's talk about utility umbrella Clef real quick. That's the first
Yeah.
kind of the mon of the hour here. Well, not actually, but like kind of, you know.
The mon that made everyone pop off when they saw it.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, of course, like it's like there were like of course, like, yeah, Charizard Y is a very scary wall breaker with sun boosted damage, but Utility Umbrella does luckily give an equivalent special defense boost to Assault Vest against Charizard using fire attacks and sun.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
thank God for that. Anyway, like, I just went with like the standard mixed bulk EV spread for Clefable.
Yeah.
And like with that EV spread and a Utility Umbrella, it could like survive like 2 flamethrowers with the sun boost.
Yeah.
So like it would be like a decent switch in if it didn't get knocked off.
Yeah.
Like I probably should have like done like more special defense because of there's like a lot of the physical threats would be like stuff like the Dragon Dance spawns, like D-Dance Zard or D-Dance Regidrago, like the big scary physical attackers. Like Unaware already was good against them, so like I probably should have done like more special defense to like make up for the fact that I don't have leftovers and I don't have Magic Guard on this glove. Anyways, like of course, Thunderbolt is like pretty obviously like for Charizard and Celesteela because they both were failure resist, and like I almost went Bolt Beam coverage before realizing that a neutral stat Moonblast would be good enough against most of the ice weaknesses and then better against everything else. And the double wish was like I had some like I got everything I really wanted. Like I got all my top priorities on this team and had a couple move slots left over, so I decided like whatever, just put a lot of wish moves and healing. Like if everyone was like double. Like Yuxi doesn't have recovery, so like it's a lot more prone to getting chipped down. So like I'm having like two locks against all the defoggers would have been like nice. Like chip down Charizard Y. Yeah. Like, especially since I saw that like this Zard was like all attacks with no roost, so it would have been like a lot more threatened by stealth rocks if I could keep those up. However, wish at the time like double wish was really fun. Like I really liked imagining all of my Pokemon like being like kissing and hugging each other and loving and being really nice.
Yeah.
And also like helped me PP solve the Leaf Storm.
Yeah.
Like it saved up on one soft boiled PP before as the Leaf Storm was running out.
Yeah, I haven't looked at this team before. I'm noticing there is a Z parting shot, which has come a few times, I think, and has never been clicked.
Yeah. It's a weird move. Like, you have to find a real opportunity for it.
Yeah, I think Incineroar itself would have most wanted to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
I mean, oh yeah, like also about the wish stuff. Like the thing is that like Ursaluna does like so much damage that like it doesn't super need Stealth Rock support as much. Like as you saw that like the Sod into Fire Punch just obliterated Celesteela in that game. So like wish is like pretty nice to like undo some of the burn damage. So like if I got like, and also like since Yuxi doesn't have its own healing, then like I would have like a way to heal Yuxi too. Anyways, so like speaking of Yuxi, it's like pretty good as like a blanket defensive check against a lot of things because like it's like no one's gonna run like. You're not gonna run like brutal swing Celesteela to hit Yuxi of all things. And of course like Stealth Rock, Trick Room, and U-turn is like really good roll compression. Like I probably shouldn't have U-turned in that battle because like it ended up chipping Yuxi down enough that like I basically did not have. There were like a lot of moments where like I would have liked a healthy Yuxi to switch into something, but I let it take a second flamethrower early on. So, yeah, like Yuxi is like pretty good like defensively. Like a lot, it can just survive enough to like set up Trick Room at least once, and then I had like 3 clerics around to like give it opportunities to heal up and set Trick Room again.
Yeah.
So like which I ended up doing with Salamence. Salamence again like I also was there was also like a in the in the previous version of this team, like I had like Salamence do like a lot of like a really like spread thin. I was originally gonna do like a much more like offensive team to like trying to like KO everything before they could like set up anything and kill me, and then I looked at more of the calcs with like Clefable and Yuxi and decided like, oh, these aren't so bad. I could go with more of a balanced team and be fine. So like, Salamence was originally Salamence mainly is like defensively checks like Superior and Slither Wing, like with like Superior, like I gave it like or at least like it was originally supposed to check Superior, but then I decided like Clefable and Incineroar could handle that instead. Like it's like Defog is like Salamence is like I really wanted the Defog because of like Defog does clear screens, so like I would have liked that against Grimmsnarl, and then also like I was kind of scared of Sandy Shocks since Sandy is like really good at setting up hazards and pressuring a lot of the hazard removal mons. Well, like without like Terra Ice Blast, then it's more manageable that way. And I think like if I remember, like the EV split was to like Modest would KO, or like 2 would KO offensive Celesteela after Stealth Walk damage, and with like without even needing any EVs, I could just put the rest in special defense and HP so that I could like survive a Power Herb Meteor Beam if needed.
Right. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. I don't even know what Celesteela had. It just kind of died instantly.
Yeah. And again, like Wish was again like just an extra move slot that I wanted to have fun with, and like I thought about doing like Rock Slide or Draco Meteor in that slot. And, like Salamence did have good opportunities to click that against to click either of those against Charizard if I actually had them. So like it would have been like pretty nice. I kind of regret not doing that because like the end game would have been way more favorable if I did. Like I could have like either like Rock Slide after switching on the Solar Beam, or like Draco Meteor as like a hedge after hitting Superior with Flamethrower. Like Wish at least did give me an opportunity to heal Yuxi and get Trick-Room up, which of course like Ursaluna set time is like the attack EVs is that like I think it was like with like Stealth Walk damage, Facade, and Fire Punch, like that would like be a 2-hit KO on defensive Celesteela, unless it was like fully all in on like max defense, like Bold and Leftovers recovery, which like would leave it very little room to actually like scale Ursaluna out. So like I decided like yeah, that's good enough attack, and then I put the rest in bulk. And of course, like the set is like pretty self-explanatory. Like Facade is the big move, and then Brick Break is
the double fighting move is interesting.
Yeah, breaking the Grimmsnarl screen and then like having some recovery is nice, I suppose.
Yeah.
No headlong is kind of interesting, but also its coverage is kind of mid against that roster. There's a lot of
it was like
things and flying things.
A lot of like flying types and a lot of other ground resists. Like the only thing that would have really been hitting was like Sandy Shocks, who would just die to a Facade anyways.
Right.
It's not like I really needed the ground coverage. Of course, like the Celestina gets killed by Fire Punch.
Yeah. We talked about the Raikou?
You have no,
Yeah.
like
That's kind of the
I did a
of this game.
yeah.
Um,
I did all
really
think about like
but yeah.
I was like thinking a lot about like how I was thinking a lot about like how to counter lead Grimmsnarl in a way that didn't also lose to Sandy Shocks. Like I had a lot of ideas about what I could do, but like a air balloon Bishop was an idea I had. So, like Ironhead the Grimmsnarl and then try and do something against Sandy Shocks. I was trying to like pursue trap the Sandy Shock. I would have tried to like pursue trap the Sandy Shocks if I went with that. And, like chip it down because it would have been forced into volt switching.
Pursuit is a move that has shockingly not shown up a lot in draft at all.
There aren't like that. Like a lot of people don't have a lot of good targets for it. It's like not surprising.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of good users flying around, but they're just are not targets.
People didn't draft that many psychic types.
Yeah, like the best, like so far, like the best target I had for Pursuit was Basque Legion on the week before, and Diana didn't ended up bringing Basque Legion that time, so I didn't end up using it then either. Anyways, like I also thought about like magic coding the taunt with Vanillux and getting screens up and exploding with that.
Yeah, a lot of the psychic and ghost types that do exist are just bulky and don't really care.
Yeah. And I eventually decided like, well, having to like find a switch into Sandy Shocks isn't like that bad. Like I was mainly like scared of like some of the fear around Sandy Shocks was like based on like it being really good in regular OU, but since it's not like Terra, that's like Power Gem is pretty good, but it's not as scary as Ice Beam would be, like Ice Terra Blast would be. So like I decided like finding a switch into Sandy Shocks that in the lead matchup wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So like I decided like Incineroar would have fit the bill pretty nicely, or like Incineroar would have been a good lead. And Yuxi would have been a good switch in if it was Sandy Shocks lead. But of course, like before going to Incineroar, I was thinking about like Lopunny as a counter lead to Grimmsnarl, where like I would like fake out on whatever. I'll like fake out turn one, and from there like scout out how much damage that fake out did to see if I could just start clicking return on it, like to see if I could KO it just immediately, or like. And then or U-turn out of whatever, but I decided like Raikou was a way better revenge killer than against Celesteela than Lopunny would have been, which is why I ended up with a Scarf Raikou as my revenge killer that game. And again, like it's got good bulk and it survived plenty of attacks on the way to closing out that game, and it got 5 kills. And of course, the Thunderbolt and Vortex, which is obviously good stab moves, and getting it into Charizard and Celesteela, and then like I had Scald was for Sandy Shocks if it showed up, and then Shadow Ball was for Mew in case it did whatever weird shit, like a setup sweeping Mew would take like 50-ish%.
DD Mew like almost.
Huh.
And Raikou would have fucking killed it. just like I killed like five of Ellie's team.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Those are reasonably normal in Cinerar. Do you remember what the bulk was for?
I think I might have put in like enough special attack to like 2-hit KO Superior.
Yeah.
And,
that makes sense.
And then put the rest in bulk.
Yeah. And you had the Z Partick shot, which didn't end up showing
And
up,
then,
but...
and then like knockoff is of course a good move, and also get against Mew.
Yeah.
And then taunt is like I got what I came for with taunt and party shot as my turn 1 and turn 2 plays.
Yeah. Yeah,
So like, yeah.
What covers it? That's
Who was your favorite?
I mean, it has to be fucking Clef just because I have utility umbrella.
Yeah. I was gonna say Wish Elements is kind of swag, but
And, you know, I
like
I
utility
Streets of
umbrella.
Rage. A Streets of Rage nut.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just
Yeah.
overall.
Like it probably I probably should have like when I volt switched that first time on Superior, I probably should have gone into like a Incineroar instead to like start flamethrowing it. Started throwing out flamethrowers since it like didn't take that much from Leaf Storm or whatever other moves you could have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just remember that like I was scared of like a Dragon Pulse on Superior. That's like a way to kill the Salamence.
Yeah.
But anyways, like
instead.
Incineroar probably would have been the better switch into Superior instead of Clef, but Clef ended up making it really funny with her forgetting about unaware damage at first. So like Leaf Storms just they weren't getting stronger at all.
Yeah.
And then like I reveal Wish as the Leaf Storm starts running out.
Yeah.
And then the fucking reveal the utility umbrella right after. It was like a very funny sequence of events.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I think that about covers it. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Are you in agreement on Clef being your favorite?
Yeah.
It's just too fun.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Utility Umbrella to show up this entire draft, so I'm just so happy. I always thought it would come against Diana, but I forgot that Zard Y is broken, so makes sense. Anyways, yeah, I don't think Ellie's gonna show up, so I'll just talk about this.
Yeah, Ellie
anyways.
responded to my message, but not yours.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. We have basically the idea with this team was basically there's a lot of slow things on this kind of roster, or at least things that are slower than are things that just can get layer para spread to them, and the idea is actually just let's break Clef and break a couple other annoying things, and then we can spread para with Serp and fucking cheese with Togekiss. But it just didn't really end up working out that way. Honestly, more cheese should happen with Togekiss, frankly. I should have clicked more air slashes and just said fuck it. But yeah, yeah. Togekiss was Covert Cloak for I think what was it again now? I don't even know at this point. It was for something that was annoying. Oh, it was just for Mega Lopunny. Fake outs. Just to stop a potential, just in case it was trying to stop sweep. It's just to not get fake outed.
That would have been kind of dope.
Yeah. Syrup is pretty normal. It's like bulky. 232 speed was speed creeping. Like probably Zorwark. Yeah, it was Zorwark.
Which still hasn't shown up.
What'd you say?
Which still hasn't shown up
Yeah.
at all.
It was a pretty normal cell. It was basically like meant to like break some of the annoying things. So like break Luna and break Clef. And I'll be real, me and Ellie were talking about it like right before the game. I was like, yeah, you know, you need to worry a lot about Cell. Like you need to like make sure Cell is positioned before Luna comes in, because if Cell is like Luna will have Fire Punch and it'll click Fire Punch on Cell and you'll die. And Ellie forgot and switched Cell with the Fire Punch and died.
Yeah, Ellie says she can't talk about her team right now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Grass Knot was for Luna. Flash Cannon was for Clef. Flamethrower was for one of the Pokemon in the game. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. I don't care. Grimmsnarl is dual screen, Spirit Break, Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is just an extra way to spread para. Yeah, like pretty self-explanatory. Nothing too complicated there. Zardawai is normal as fuck, but with Dragon Pulse instead of like.
Pretty sure it is 120.
Yeah, Grass Knot is 120 versus Luna, and it's 80 versus like Slowbro, which was enough to do a lot to like defensive, like FizzDef Slowbro. So it was definitely worth it. Yeah, like, yeah, and then Wheezing was just kind of the, like, removal / extra, like, ment / clef check / Z Memento to try and, like, get a second wind on one of the sweepers. Which, unfortunately, the, like, Thunderbolt crit really kept Wheezing from having longevity, which sucked. But, you know, it happens.
Yeah, yeah, got both teams with the Darkanium Z that didn't get clicked.
With the same fucking move, like the same fake healing wish. But yeah, that's pretty much that team. Like, overall, I mean, it was super close, so it's not like it did bad. Ellie made some mistakes, but like it was, you know, overall it was a really good game. I think Ellie played well. I think, and I think we built pretty well. Especially considering we were building this like very close to the end. Like we're very close to like when it was time for the match. But yeah. That's that. I believe we should be pulling up Ray vs. Diana now. And then we'll save the Lillie battle for the last for sure. That's what perhaps the most anticipated match.
Oh, favorite Ellymon.
Oh fuck. It was it was sorry, it's the only thing it did
I think Superior was a hard worker here.
Yeah, I actually
That's
almost
my favorite.
Superior worked really hard, but
One must imagine Superior happy.
Okay. Alright.
Let's go.
So, yeah, so Ray leads with the Rotom Fan here, one of the trade pickups. She had a lot of trade pickups come in this week. I mean, I guess makes sense. You want to play with their toys. This is out though. Not Latios.
Latios taking a pretty large amount of chip here.
Yeah. Goes with the lane morph on the Milotic. Which honestly is kind of.
Menifee has the huge stay in, and then that was some amazing play, Menifee play.
Yeah, Menifee's so good. Menifee's like Diana's best Pokemon. Unfortunately, Diana
And then
gets about Leech Seed.
Doesn't know how Leech Seed works. Yeah.
Not really a good switch here on the Menifee.
No.
And then forgets the rain isn't up and
Forgets the rain isn't up.
But Helper does live. Hard switch to Pharaoh, which can ship it a little bit. But
I do like getting the chip and the defense drop here.
Yeah. And then Scuda comes in, forces that guy
And
out.
Scuda is fascinating.
Yeah, we'll talk about that set after.
We'll talk about that set.
Just some fucking fat waterfalls. I don't really know why it was waterfall liquidation, but like, it doesn't matter really that much.
Well, I mean,
the flinch cheese is kind of real. It's a real concept.
The thing is, as Ray learns here, it is liquidation.
Yeah. Question mark. We'll talk about that. The U-turn destroys Latios. Jesus Christ, and then
I mean that's
Pelipper's set. Brings in the Scuda. Giant waterfall crit.
Waterfall crit just kills.
Flip turns has to just flip turn out because this Scuda cannot do anything to itself. We'll talk about it. I swear we'll get to it. Protect on this, which just kind of means playing more chip, and then dies to the left.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but
and then just a fat waterfall, but no
flinch.
And then that clears that out. But man, Barraskewda is kind of good, anyways.
Yeah.
It still like put up numbers where I was just like, why is it doing that much damage?
Yeah.
On like a bunch of resists.
I think it only did resisted hits that game.
I'm gonna break from tradition here. I'm gonna talk about Diana's team first because normally we talk about the winner's team first, and Ray's been waiting for a long time, but like we need to talk about this fucking Barraskewda. Okay, wait. Actually, I'll pull in Ray anyways because like I want to hear. Let's interview Ray. Like, let's see, like Ray. How are you feeling when you copied this fucking Barraskewda with your Ditto?
I was like bewildered. I do think Ditto still did its job well in spite of that set, which I don't know, I'm assuming that set was anti-Ditto tech, but also I feel like it would be hard to assume that I would be using Ditto to counter Swift Swim.
Yeah, but even in that situation, I think putting Ice Fang on it would have been a good idea.
Yeah. I don't
instead
know.
of Surf, which
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Surf does there.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's naughty. It was like mixed for special attack for like I don't know. I think that like Diana was just kind of
No
probably just
red.
like just built this in like 5 seconds and didn't even think about it, and like that's fair, but also it ended up actually being a good Ditto check. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's to question the result? I guess. Well, I mean, Diana still lost, but the results of the specific Barraskewda were pretty good.
Yeah, Ice Fang is
Uh,
neutral on Ferrothorn, but it probably does like 0 if there's no band boosting it. And it also
it hits like Latios
yeah, would have let her hit Latios and Lilligan.
Yeah.
They would have hit Latias too, though. Just a thing to consider.
It's questionable if I don't even know if Ice Fang would have done more to Lilligan necessarily than Liquidation.
That is true. Ice Fang is just kind of wicked weak, but
It would have had a miss chance as well.
But it would have also had a flinch chance like Waterfall did, and a freeze chance.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, man, this Milotic's weird. I don't even know what this Milotic is. It has no attack. Well, it has flip turn, but it has it has no attacks, functionally.
Yeah, it's Christ from God.
Christ from God overall.
He's kind of a pacifist.
Little Plipper. That's just a normal Pelipper. Diana keeps running Surf into the Scald, but it's like, not that big of a deal. This is a pretty normal Pharaoh. If it had clicked Gyro Ball on the Lilligant, it could have been a different game. But the situation didn't work out correctly as fuck at all.
I wonder if Surf in Diana's head did more against Iron Treads.
Yeah, IDK.
But I don't think it actually does because Barraskewda has 60 base special attack.
IDK. Manaphy is reasonably normal Manaphy, Tailblow Manaphy. Life Orb, it's I don't know. Like this is Tailblow Manaphy. Psychic.
It's got Psychic, so it that makes it walled by Latios.
It should probably be Ice Beam, but I guess like I guess Psychic hits. I don't know what Psychic hits actually. Don't worry.
Nihilego? No. I'm like
it hits water.
Nihilego, no. Lilligan, that Ice Beam gets that it hits Tapu Fini neutrally.
Yeah, that's true. It does do that.
But Manaphy gets Energy Ball, but I guess that would have let it be walled by Lilligan.
This is a copy pasted Latios from the last game.
Oh yeah, also Energy Ball would be kind of a worry if Ditto copied it with Tail Glow.
This is the Latios from against Faye.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it's got the reflect type still. Yeah, I
don't know. I think Diana just kind of threw this together, which is fine.
She's been seeming like she's like busy or tired lately.
Yeah.
So hope.
But let's talk about
things are all right.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about these guys.
All right. Starting with Rotom Fan, it's not like a super orthodox Rotom set, I guess.
Yeah.
So like something to note when building this team, I was more scared of of Bascule Legion than I was of Barraskewda.
Yeah.
Because like I don't have a ghost resist, and that's the reason I have like light screen on Rotom Fan. And it's also its speed is there to outspeed Bascule Legion outside of rain if that situation were to ever come up.
Yeah.
Non-imposter Ditto could have switched him.
Well, Yeah, I guess.
Um, I mean,
Yeah.
Audra is also on the roster, but
Oh yeah. Also, something worth noting. Probably the like weirdest thing on my team that didn't actually come up is Tailwind B Drill. That was part of like that was kind of like a backup plan to deal with Swift Swim on like Barraskewda and Basculation. If like I were able to force a switch with B Drill and I could set up Tailwind.
yeah,
But like the main thing is like B-Drill would outspeed Swift Swim Basculation with Tailwind, and Latios was EV to outspeed Basculation in Tailwind.
yeah,
When I started to Latios, I went Aura Sphere over Mystical Fire for, probably pretty obvious reasons.
yeah,
Because, in rain, Aura Sphere does more to Ferrothorn. Something worth noting, like, the night before we had our match, that Latios is actually Life Orb, 3 attacks and recover Reuniclus.
Huh.
So I was thinking, like, what's the point of having Tailwind if, like, one or two guys on my team are fast?
yeah.
So I switched it over to Latios, and I think it still worked fine.
Yeah, the really important thing was preserving Tailwind P Drill.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Why the fuck did I do Tailwind B Drill? Anyway, so I went with the trapping set on Feeny, which worked really well because it let me wear down Barraskewda to the point where Ditto basically forced it out even with the 4 water moves that it had.
Yeah.
And I mean, Feeny was just like a good switch in for like most things that Diana has.
Yeah.
It also could have potentially like, with Nature's Madness really worn down Ferrothorn, that would have been risky just because of like the potential power whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lilligant is.
Yeah, Lilligant. It's a normal Lilligant. I almost brought Chlorophyll Z Sunny Day Lilligant, but the thing about Lilligant is without Hustle and Victory Dance, it doesn't actually make very big numbers happen. It only has 105 attack.
Yeah. How
Mm-hmm.
did 254 happiness happen? I'm curious. I don't.
It's a personal thing. I don't want to talk about it on stream. It's between us.
You guys are a rocky point in your relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Logan definitely put in some work that game. I got a little greedy going for 2 victory dances, especially when Gyro Ball could have happened.
Yeah.
And Ditto is Ditto. You can't make another different Ditto set. It's just not how Ditto works.
Yeah.
But it like put in some work. I was really glad I was able to force out Scuda pretty much all the time.
30 attack doing? Is that like automatic on it?
I think it was automatic because I'm pretty sure I did not do that.
Yeah, I think it's some weird optimization of like versus like
Hidden power.
Yeah, it's a hidden power thing for sure,
Yeah,
which doesn't matter here because
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
What hidden power type is that?
I don't know. Let me check the team.
But yeah, like, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about my team. I do feel bad there were just some like kind of unfortunate like knowledge checks and misplays on Diana's part, like with Leech Seed and everything. But I still think I built my team pretty well, and next week I gonna win the $1 million against the Street Fighter 6. So stay tuned.
Alright. Alright, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, so yeah, we have a final bout here coming up. Perhaps easily like top few like most anticipated matches of the league. I would imagine. I think it's fair to say. Which is the battle of the Lilies. One Lillie enters, one Lillie leaves. And unfortunately, the Lillie that leaves is already getting like spoiled. I'm sorry. We can only play one battle team, but like yeah. Let's fucking party. This is also like one of the best replays of the week, I think. It's pretty pimped. Play music. Yeah, so you have the Chomp versus the Jom F. You have the Chomp versus Dragonite lead and the instant fucking Banded Ice Punch.
Yeah.
Also clicks Population Bomb, but unfortunately the Mimikyu switch-in happens, and we have the beat-up tech, anti-Mimikyu,
Yeah.
but
I mentioned this earlier, but I do like how the disguise
unlucky
damage actually, yeah, the disguise damage did actually do more than a beat-up hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Trick Room comes out, on the DD. And Reflect also goes up. And then Mel just comes in, like, fuck you, I don't care if you're fucking... I don't care if you're fucking,
Earthquake does.
Fuck you. We have it's like the Iron Press, Magnusome, but unfortunately, the Reflect just...
You need to click that link, please. Please click that link that was in the chat, in the game chat.
Oh yeah. Yes, we've been sending this GIF a lot. With regard to Melmetal. Quite a good GIF. But yeah. Yeah, Melmetal lives the EQ through the fucking Reflect, but unfortunately is forced out now. It's Life Orb, so it's a little less long-lasting. Helmet Noivern gets the kill with the Air Slash. But unfortunately it's Scarf Azelf. But that does give Indeedee another opportunity to click the button. The funny button, in fact. And damn, now you have to fight Melmetal again. That's crazy. Bonk. I don't need the Life Orb, bro. Bonk. And then, yeah, he is Psychic.
And that's Melmetal.
That's Melmetal!
And that's Melmetal.
Yeah, yeah. Here, let's actually pull in, let's like break from tradition again and pull in Canada's Lillie here. The Lillie of the Great White North, and I'll ping our other Lillie and see if she wants to talk about stuff.
I'm the Canadian one.
Let's talk about you.
I'm hot on the mic, fresh from Canada. I just got back from Tim Hortons. I can't think of anything else. But so I will admit that this team was maybe not 100% the best. I think there was a lot of things I could have done a bit differently. But at the same time, I was pretty happy with what I prepped. Rillaboom was just Rillaboom's Rillaboom. Like that, I bring that set every time because it's Rillaboom. Rillaboom does Rillaboom things.
Once you were made aware that Grassy Glide is legal.
Yeah, literally, like, it changed my life. I don't think I would be the same person if I was not, if I didn't have the glizzies on hand.
Yeah.
But, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. I definitely went for a more offensive build here than, like, before. I think it was probably a bit of a combination of, like, it worked well last week, and also that Lillie, like, it has a really scary team. It had a very scary team, and I just figured, like, I kind of have to match that offense with my own, because I will admit that I made this team well before trades, and I didn't adjust it after trades, both because I kind of forgot and also out of, like, fear. Because I will admit I was really scared for this match. I was terrified. Not only am I going up against the only other undefeated person, but also she had been performing extremely well, and also everybody wanted this match to happen, which I don't mind. It was really funny, but that was just like, oh god, everybody's going to be looking at this one. So I kind of, like, cold-feeted myself, but even then I think it went fine. Mimikyu was just kind of brought, like, a lot of these options were just kind of brought for, like, offensive purposes. Like, Azelf was just, like, there because it's the fastest thing I have, and against Lily's team, I think it was important. Gara, I maybe didn't need to bring, but I also thought, like, it was a good... hang on, let me look at the list again. Let me pull it up, just so I remember my thought processes. My apologies. Yeah, Gara, like, I think I was just bringing it in case of, like, a few things. Like, maybe, like... I think, if I had to imagine, it was probably something like, it does, like, decent against Lele, because it, like, even though it doesn't like eating Moonblast, like, it can at least crunch. Shit like that. I don't really know. I'm looking at it. I don't know why I brought Gara, but at the same time, shit happens. The zone set is probably the thing I'm the proudest of, because I did not expect it to work at all. Yeah. I remember sitting there, I think it worked really well. I just did not factor in Reflect at all, but its intent was like, if I am able to set up iron defenses and then Melmetal switches in, this thing kills it. Because I calced it and it was like, I can eat things, and then also I can, like, hit back really hard. But I did not consider Indeedee having Reflect at all. I straight up didn't consider that thing in general. I didn't know it got fucking Healing Wish. Why the when the fuck did it get that? But, yeah, like, I think the team definitely wasn't bad, but I think there was a lot of stuff I could have done differently. I think if I'm looking at it, I would have, like, I probably would have brought Balloon over Lefties on Magnezone. I probably would have replaced Gara with, I think maybe, this is the potential Cleavor could have been better here, but I also don't really know. I think I just wanted, like, this is something for Melmetal because it had Earthquake. Yeah. I think I'm not really sure. I was really scared about Melmetal.
Intimidate is nice for checking Mel, and it resists the
that too.
Mel. Like, yeah.
Like a lot of just, like, really strong physical stuff, so I was just like, I want to deal with that. But yeah, like, this team definitely wasn't perfect. I think it did have a lot of holes that were exploited. But at the same time, I don't think it was that bad, and I still think, like, I was able to keep the match close because a lot of this stuff, like, was helpful. Like, honest to God, I said this before, completely fucking forgot about Mimikyu, until
Mousehold?
Mousehold. I completely fucking forgot about Mousehold until I booted into the match and went, shit.
Yeah, because
But
you built before trades, right?
yeah, I built before trades, and then I was like, oh shit, thank God I brought Mimikyu. Because Mimikyu actually saved me. Like, even though it got hit by beat up pretty bad, like, that was like my best answer to Mousehold. Because I think if I didn't bring it, like, there was the potential I just got moused like 3 times. And then like I lost half my team to it because that thing can hit like a fucking tank.
I mean, Magnezone probably does pretty well into it.
Magnezone would probably do well, especially with like body press.
Like,
But
yeah, that actually probably
I really wouldn't want to take Chip before
Yeah.
before dealing with like Melmel because that was like that was its sole purpose. It was basically just I am here to deal with Melmetal, which was really nice. I think it helped a lot. And like honestly, I might just be like undervaluing parts of this team just because of how the match went, which is just like shit happens. But really, yeah, a lot of these are just standard sets, like, you know, offensive D Knight. I added Earthquake for that. Ice Punch was specifically for Garchomp, which ended up playing out. Even though it got up rocks, like, being able to deal with Garchomp, like, fast was really nice. Even though, like, Mega Garchomp is slow, it's still really scary, because it's like, if I don't kill that thing in one hit, it's killing me in one hit. Because that thing has a fuckload of attack. But, yeah, there really isn't much to say. Like, again, I think the only thing... Like, I'm looking at it, I think I really would have changed... I would have replaced Gera. I don't think Gera was a crazy good bring here. I think Intimidate was nice, but I think it was a bit of a panic bring, and I could have prepped a little better, but at the same time, shit happens. You can't be too upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was basically just I have to match fire with fire, especially against like its really scary team lineup and everything. And despite the holes, I think it went pretty good. I'm happy with this team.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know.
Good shit.
Yeah, I think that is good for me. So I will take my leave now.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me. All right, ciao.
Dude.
Bye.
All right. Let's bring in our other Lillie. Ugh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. So I kept sort of hesitating about bringing in Didi just because like I thought Tapu Lele would be a lot more like not utility. It would be a lot more useful for me in this matchup. But I brought in Didi because like I thought I really needed the Trick Room for Melmetal.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it turns out you
and
needed
so,
like every move on that Pokemon for Melmetal except for
yeah, yeah. It ended up actually working out really well. It turns out having a Pokemon dedicated solely for supporting a really busted Pokemon is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just made it like fully like it didn't have any attack investment or any offensive investment just because it was not doing anything anyway.
Yeah.
Um.
Had the
Yeah.
had the helmet Noivern.
Yeah.
That was for checking the Rillaboom. Or that was the
Mhm.
idea. So obviously quads resist aggressive light, then it would just force chip onto Rilla.
Mhm.
But it turned out that Rillaboom just got kind of pwned by Mill.
Mhm.
But I mean, Wyvern got its nice little air slash revenge kill. So,
Mm.
you know, he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Um. Yeah.
Yeah, and Porygon's is ice type to like hit so that like it would get adaptability ice beam. Like I think it O-code Dragonite even with multi-scale potentially, like after Z conversion. I can't remember for sure. And then there were other things that would just die to ice beam, like Rillaboom.
Yeah. And then at like +1 defense, like it lives like aggressified and stuff for Milla as well. So it like overall functions pretty well.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was just kind of meant to be the cleaner. I presume. Well, I don't presume. I
Yeah.
know. I prepped you for this match, but I'm like fucking talking about it like I did. Yeah. The Dark Pulse was for like a couple of
For
the annoying.
Azelf.
Yeah, it was for like Azelf
Yeah.
and like Ceruledge. The
Yeah.
Ceruledge kind of died to like T-Bolt anyways, but like Dark Pulse could have like flinch cheesed Ceruledge like if need be. If there was like no
Mhm.
rocks up and like you need it and it was Sash. So
Mhm.
it was a thing. Um yeah. Um Mousehold was like pretty normal. It was beat up instead of bite, which you got kind of a bad roll on beat up there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But it
Mhm.
happens. Um uh Yeah, unfortunately, Mousehold just kind of ate shit. I mean, you know, it still kind of traded with the Mimikyu, but yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, to be fair, Mimikyu was like really annoying, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's just not. It just happens. Um. You were Life Orb Mel because you were scared of
Yeah, because of it as an anti-magnet pole. Because like
Yeah.
I felt confident. Like there were things that would be like risky for Melmetal. Like there are things that Magnezone could like do a lot to, but like as long as I wasn't too low, I like knew Melmetal would only be like at super high risk of dying if it can't switch out and if it's like stuck in like double Iron Bash. Like that was the a reasoning if you're not choosing Choice Band.
Yeah. But you kind of needed like some power boost.
Yeah.
At least a little. Well, I mean, you ended up kind of not needing it that much, but everything was kind of chipped by then.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Superpower was for was it for Mega Gara?
Yes. It was for Mega Gyarados.
Yeah, and then it was. I
I
guess
think that was the only thing it was on there
Yeah.
for.
Uh. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Honestly, probably could have been like Thunder Punch in retrospect, but
Yeah.
because that would have hit Gara as well as other stuff, but it doesn't matter that much. It worked
Yeah.
out fine. You only needed to click Double Iron Bash and Earthquake that entire game.
Yeah.
You didn't even click Ice Punch on the Dragonite. Like
Yeah.
it didn't matter.
Yeah, I like ran a quick calc thing and I was like, okay, I both of them are OKOing, so
Yeah.
might as well do double A and bash.
Yeah. Yeah. You had the Chomp who kind of just got fucked really early, which was sad. The
Yeah, because
banded Ice Punch was kind of huge.
Yeah, because we were I was really worried about like an Azelf I like a lead with Ice Punch
Yeah.
And like it completely exited my mind of any other ice moves.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the fucking like D Knight carrying it rather than like ASL was just like and then the fact that it was like banned because like non-banned wouldn't have even killed.
Mhm,
Like banned was necessary for that kill.
Mhm.
mhm.
He just got the rocks up though. He had crunch for like I guess it was for the ghosts. It was for like oh and it was like for the ghosts and Azelf. Like it was so you could pwn Azelf as well,
Yeah.
like lead Azelf.
Mhm.
Because part of it was like you wanted to counter like trick lead Azelf because
Yeah.
she'd done that a couple times.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Had the stomping tantrum for grassy terrain to not get your power
Mhm.
drop on EQ.
Mhm.
Um, and then you had the yeah, like Dragonclaw. Yeah, you were saying like Dragonclaw was like doing more still, like even through multi-scale to D-Knight than like Scale Shot was.
I
Something like
think
that.
well, like on it was still doing more than like it was doing like around the same amount as a 3, and
Yeah.
I didn't really want to bank on like to me it was better to just have consistent decent damage, especially when I thought
Were you
Dragonite might
just
RUB.
basing that off the calc? Because I don't think calc
It does.
properly does it properly do multi-scale with multi-hits?
Oh, with multi hits.
IDK.
I don't know. I was gonna say with normal moves, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it halves the entire thing.
Damn.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no, known for the future. Noted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That did seem weird to me, but I didn't question it. I was like, well, the calculator said that. I didn't check it myself. But yeah. 200 speed was like that was like for like Mega Gara, right? Like and Dynamite.
It was for no. 200 was to outspeed like if any of like Rillaboom or like Cleavor.
Oh yeah, it brought you up to the 85s. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about like Mega Gara at first, but yeah, going up to the 85s like was still chill. Um
No.
we kind of figured that this was a matchup where you could mega pretty early because like there isn't like a ton of stuff that you need speed for because it's kind of a like very 80 85 area like speed tiers on that team. um but yeah.
Yeah, like the only thing I would have been able to outspeed with normal geared or normal Garchomp that I wouldn't have with Mega is Mimikyu, which like I don't necessarily want to be in on anyway with Garchomp.
um yeah. So that like mostly covers it. Like, you have any like final thoughts on that game?
Um, I do not believe so.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time,
Yeah,
gamer.
thank you.
Salutes. All right.
So, yeah. Is that all the battles?
That's everything this week. We actually got through this quite fucking quick. Maybe Morgan's just slowing us down.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Morgan, this would be the point where she like transitions into a possible other game, but we're not Morgan.
Yeah, we don't have any other fucking games, but we can talk about the rankings, I guess.
Sure. Although you're cheating because you've had your battle for this week already.
Yeah, but I mean, these rankings can't really be accurate ever, but they're fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Also, I think I'm actually still in the same place either way, so it doesn't matter that much.
I see.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure I was in this place before that battle.
What? Yeah, what was your? differential?
It was 1-0 against Eve.
It was 1-0.
And it was
Okay, yeah.
1-0
So you
almost.
you would have had the 15 over my 12.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like yeah, so Lillie remains on top. We're both 5 wins now, but Lillie has another match this week that she hasn't played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lillie with that 0
that
there.
undefeated record, yeah.
Yeah.
Melmetal's scary, bruh. Melmetal's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy with how I'm doing, of course,
Yeah.
since I'm in top 3, and
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Some might say.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the opposing Lillie here down to 4th. Still doing good for herself though. For sure.
Only has the 1 loss, but also has the 1 bye, kind of tanking her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray's down at 5th. Ray had, a couple of losses for a couple weeks, but recovered it this week, and I mean, still is comfortably on track in terms of.
Mm-hmm.
In terms.
Yeah,
of
no,
wins,
Ray's been battling well in this draft league.
Faye has finally made it to the top half of the sheet, as Faye saying, go for the most improved award. Yeah, like Faye's made it to the top half of the sheet. So shouts out to that. Now at 3 wins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eve is only 2, is 2-3 now, or 3, or yeah.
2-2, right? 2-2.
2-2, yeah. Eve is 2-2, but really, I just want to talk Eve might be 2-2 right now, but
no, she is 2-3. That's right. I forgot about the WAFFLOES battle.
Yeah. But Eve is these are 3 really tough matchups to have in a row. I'm not gonna fucking blame. And look at how good the differential is, anyways. 1-2-1. Yeah, not Eve is great.
That Iron Hands differential.
Yeah. But yeah, really good. Eve is doing great. I think that and I'm not saying even that 2 wins is bad. What I'm saying is that I even think it's still not reflective of Eve's skill. I think Eve has just had 3 really hard matchups in a row. Yeah. Obviously, Eve is still in that top half.
I was gonna say I'm up in that top 3 with the double dark type tier 1s. It's been fun to play with and fun to get wins by having King Gambit scare people and rarely bringing it.
Yeah.
Just warping people's team building.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
And
I have to build against that next week.
Yeah, we have not talked about how that thing just got banned from national decks.
Yeah. Still in this draft.
Although, yeah, to be fair, it is mostly because it can abuse Terra really well,
and
which
to be fair,
we don't have.
It did just avoid getting banned in normal OU, but it has more moves
but
in that deck.
Also everyone is mad about it not getting banned.
Yeah.
In
People
SV.
got so mad about it not getting banned that they got racist.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, people were so mad about King Gambit not getting banned, because a lot of the a lot of it was
they were
was Chinese players.
Yeah.
Who were
I saw that
fully
briefly
legitimately,
mentioned.
and they just got their recs and voted, and they largely voted for it, and literally people started posting in the fucking Smogon thread, trying to post lists of this is all Chinese players who voted yes to like it's so fucked up. It's crazy.
That's bizarre.
Was it the Nadex Terra suspect? I think that it was. I thought it was about Gambit. Or, I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure. No. Oh.
Maybe
It was
people
one
are
of
just
those
really
two.
racist. I don't know.
That is possible.
It's possible there's double racists out there. IDK. Doesn't matter. Either way. King Gambit is fucked up, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
WAFFLOES,
I haven't brought Pursuit on it.
WAFFLOES barely out of the top 8. But
Yeah.
again,
But still, again, has been having a very strong showing. Same differential as Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's like if there's any two players right now who I look at in this and I'm like, you absolutely 0% cannot count them out of playoffs. I really don't think you can count out almost anyone out of playoffs right now.
Right.
But like, you absolutely can't count even WAFFLOES out. Like, I mean, WAFFLOES.
I'm gonna count Mike out. Just because he's not listening and I can make fun of him.
You know what? I'm gonna count Bell out. Okay. No, I actually do think Bell has 3 really hard matchups left. This is scary, but
Oh dear, yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, I still think like Mike and Bell good, and I think that like stuff can happen. It just
and
all
I'm like watching Mike learn.
Yeah.
Team building, and I mean, yeah, I've been like more gradually getting more and more hands off about helping him. He's still doing things like 150 speed.
Fair, you didn't stop it.
I just didn't do the math. I was just like, oh yeah, 150 speed, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Ellie is yeah, like we talked about Bell. Bell has hard matchups left. But like I don't know. I don't think it's impossible. I think Bell has a decent roster, and I think that the Fiora is just getting knowledge check for her, but like she's not like she can
there's mechanics she needs to learn.
Ellie has a super strong roster and like has had a lot of really close games. Like I think that like as a player, she again it's a knowledge check thing a lot of the time, but like I think she's overall pretty strong. Has a strong roster. Definitely not like down for the count.
Yeah, like those differential numbers are like really like with one win, those are like incredible differential numbers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Charlotte again, I wouldn't count them out. Like, it just kind of depends on where their motivation's at. Like, I mean, last time they had a bye this week. But like the week before, they just kind of brought a team that they just copy pasted a team from like a prior week. So
yeah, both Charlotte and Diana, they're like their motivation is definitely I really hope to see more from them, but
yeah, it is.
Kind of a like to everyone, you gotta prioritize your mental health.
Yeah, you gotta take
over
care of yourself.
Monster games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're like busy or you're just like out of it, like it doesn't need to be your number one priority in life. But it does make me. I like it when people are gaming.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Like I don't have I have like barely anything else going on and this like it still exhausts me sometimes.
Morgan has gotten their 1 win, and like honestly, like their playoff chances are like there, like comfortably. Like if you look at Morgan's remaining matches, it's like I think these are all super winnable. Like maybe even more than winnable. Like maybe even favored. But like it just kind of needs to be like Morgan just needs to kind of like make sure they're actually prepping, because like that was kind of the problem for the first 4 weeks, but now like this week they worked with Eve and they put stuff together, and they like it was really good. And I do hope to see the Morgan comeback story. It would be hype for sure. Yeah. Diana. We know the we know this story more or less. Just kind of lost motivation in the past couple weeks, but and like kind of a weird roster. Obviously, it's like pure rain, which is
Yeah. Which I
it can be
mean,
dubious, and I think this is kind of a hard like league for it in a lot of ways with the rosters that a lot of people have. But it's like, and with a lot of the matchups, like I mean like she got all of the weather that isn't Ellie in terms
Great.
of matchups. She got
she didn't have to
Yeah.
match up against my prankster Sunny Day Bennett.
this was weather originally. Like remember during week 1, this was still weather. This had Storkle.
Right.
And then wait, yeah.
No.
No, wait. Torkoal.
Yeah, because she traded it away.
Yeah. And then
does anyone have Torkoal right now? I don't think. No.
But yeah.
Crazy.
This was Torkoal during preps at least. When me and Diana were prep. Oh, whatever.
There's just Oh, I was gonna say there's straight up no sun, but there's Charizard.
Yeah.
But
and then like sand, snow, sand, like scary. But it's overall it's like I think that Diana's been doing fine for being a very inexperienced player and playing like this such a specific playstyle.
Again, she's had some like really solid plays.
Yeah, for sure. And then Tristana is kind of in the awkward spot of like inheriting a like 0-3 record and like a roster that isn't really like not having played in a long time, and then inheriting like a roster that isn't really like what she probably would have built. But
right,
like overall, I mean, she picked up a win.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to want to use the core that this was built around.
But like this game, like it's funny because this was a 5-0, but like it's not actually that bad of a game. It's just kind of like what happened. There were some sus like moments, but it was the fucking like like it wasn't that bad. And, you had the win picked up on Bill, which was pretty good. I think all these remaining matchups are still like winnable, so I'm not like totally like again, I don't think there's anybody who I'm totally counting out right now. Really, it just depends on who wants it, right? And some people are gonna want it less, but like as long as I think that like that is like the moral is like I think that people who are prepping hard and thinking hard and people who like drafted well are like the people who have been rewarded so far, and people who I think will continue to be rewarded. And it is about having fun, but like
it's like I mean draft it's the environment to play with goofy sets. You brought the merciless Toxapex last week. It's unfortunately didn't get to click a single move, but no, I mean it's not being able to like draft your own team is a little unfortunate, but yeah, and I know there are some people who like wanna do some redrafts, so definitely. I mean, I know this league is far from over, but looking forward to seeing the rest of what happens here and also any future leagues that happen.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. Overall, I think we have like a cool league. Like we have a lot of people who are like newer to the game, a lot of people who are more experienced, a lot of people who are kind of lapsed and getting back in. Like, interesting mix of players from different backgrounds, different skill levels, who I think all like even out to a pretty close level. And I think that like generally the wins have like largely been like like there's definitely been knowledge checks, which you know you can't avoid it all the time, but like in terms of pure like moment to moment gameplay, like skill, I think that everybody is relatively close, and I think that's cool. And a lot of it's just been up to better building and you know stuff like that, and I think that's cool.
It's up to better building.
Yeah. Shouts out to building. Shouts out to the team builder. Shouts out to the calculator.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Pokemon Showdown for having awesome tools.
Yeah. But yeah.
And being a free way to sink in like thousands of hours.
Yeah, without sinking in another thousands of hours in doing fucking bullshit. But yeah,
right. You just jump in and play. Pokemon Showdown is good.
For real. But yeah.
Yippee.
I think that about like covers our replay review for this week. I mean, we've gone through everything there is to go through. So yeah, I mean, I could do like an outro or something. I guess like housekeeping. If you haven't like heard, Morgan is on vacation. It's like gonna be on vacation for a while.
That's why you have me here.
Yeah, yeah. Like Hazel might be here for next week, but might do it with Morgan. Kind of playing that by ear. But like there aren't gonna be any streams from Morgan over the next week. That's for sure. Until the 23rd, which is when she gets back. But you know, until then, I mean, it's just we'll be holding down the fort one way or another, and we'll be and I hope everybody was able to smile at the stream. I don't know how many people like stayed the whole time who are not Morgan's like who are like Morgan's like viewers who aren't like part of this league, but I mean, if you did, I mean, shouts out for if you did, and you're like, especially if you're not somebody who's super into competitive Pokemon, I think that's fucking amazing, because like it's not, we literally talk about spreadsheets for most of it. We literally talked over spreadsheets for most of it, but yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody for talking about stuff.
If it's us two again, we should probably like get a playlist.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah. Thanks to everybody. I'm gonna turn off the stream now. Bye bye.
See y'all. Bye.